Hello, everyone. Welcome once more to our live broadcast. Usually, we come here every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time and 4 p.m. Cameroon time. We will usually discuss about life for Africans in the diaspora. We share our stories, our experiences. As usual, we always say it's not because we are boastful, but it's because we want to enlighten and educate our African community about the harsh realities of what is happening to Africans out here in the diaspora. I know most of you love my monologues. I am Mata Gift by name, a monologist, a wife, a mother, a daughter, a friend. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you all for always being there to support me. So when we usually come here, we invite people to share their experiences in the diaspora because we usually say depression is real. You never know. You may think you're okay, you may think you're fine, but it's only when you start sharing that thing that is troubling you, that thing that is giving you sleepless nights, only then will you realize that at some point you will break down. And it's usually not easy. So it's 1 minute past 7. Let's start by welcoming some people in the house. Guys, please, if you're just joining, power tap your screen, share this live broadcast so we get more members into the family. I know you guys love my monologues so much because I see the massive support I get from you all. I see the way you keep liking, the way you keep sharing your comments. I see how so many Africans in the diaspora are relating to some of my monologues, to some of the stories I keep sharing with you guys. Remember, most of my stories are real life experiences. So don't say because it didn't actually happen to Martha. I'm just that kind of person that can actually relate very well. No matter how complicated your story is, if I get to hear it, I can personalize it. So I appreciate you guys for the massive support and love. Now, a lot is happening to Africans in the diaspora. I mean, a whole lot. And usually our family members back home are not helping. They are not giving us the kind of support a person far away from home should be expecting. So most of us don't even expect at all. I have heard several stories. Like, I just have a lot to give to the world. So guys, go nowhere. Always stay glued to this page. I have heard several stories from the very first day I stepped my foot out of Africa into UAE. I haven't gone to other countries, but people's experiences have made me sit and say, wow, how do you guys cope? How do you guys survive? I used to tell myself, I don't think I can endure this kind of situation, but it's like if it happens to you, there's just nothing you can do about it. So guys, please, if you're joining, keep power tapping. I see Dr. Kwasibo Chue. I see Naini, thanks for joining, you're welcome. Esther G Beauty Salon, thanks for joining, you're welcome. We are here to discuss life for Africans in the diaspora. That's our that's our usual topic every Wednesday and Friday. 7 p.m. UAE time. For those who are just joining and for those who have doubts, for those who are saying, I watched one of your video and there you're Gabriela. I watched another video, you are Leah Joy. I watched another video, you're this, you're that. My name is Martha. I am a monologist, a storyteller, but I'm very good at personalizing people's stories. So if I get to know your story, I can dish it out to the world just the way you would have. So please don't come there and try insulting me. Don't come there and you're struggling to paint yourself to be a good guy. All those pouring insults at me in the comment section, it's because of you guys that some of our brothers and sisters are unable to share their experiences, are unable to free themselves. It's because of you guys. There are thousands of Africans who are more than willing to share what they are going through because they need solutions, they want to heal, but they can't because we have vultures out there. We have vultures who are looking for people to destroy with their mouths or behind their screen using their keyboard. They are always ready to pour insults. And all those big uncles who come there to insult me, to say I'm selfish, I'm this, I'm that. It's because of you guys. You don't show love to your children. You don't show love to your nephews and nieces, but you keep demanding. What do you expect? Those in the diaspora need love. They need attention. They need care. They need you to call them and ask, oh, my dear, how are you doing? What's happening to you? Keep checking up on people. Libianca sang her song. We all danced to the music. We have all been vibing to it. But you still fail to check up on your loved ones. What do you expect? But you keep asking them for support. You keep asking them for assistance. Where do you think they get the money from? You don't check up on them. They go to work. Stressful. Life out here is not easy. It's difficult for thousands of Africans in the diaspora, but they keep telling themselves, I just have to survive for the sake of myself and my family. But no, all they want from you is love, is care, is attention. It's just that 1 minute that you can say, let me ask this my daughter how she's faring, what's happening to her. No, you don't do that. But you're always looking, what do you think? She must definitely talk to someone. I'm fine, my dear. Mommy, tranquil, I'm fine. I see you. Thanks for joining. Guys, do not be that. Do not get mixed up. Do not be confused. Like I told you guys in the beginning, my name is Martha. I am a monologist. I am a storyteller. So do not get confused. I just know how to personalize people's stories. So I want everyone to be clear, because I have several messages in the comment section where people are being confused. They keep asking questions. Who are you? Like, in this video, your name is this. In that video, your sister brought you this one. You're the only one that has traveled in your family. That's my name, Martha. So I enjoy talking about life for Africans in the diaspora, because I know what my fellow African brothers and sisters are going through. I can relate, and I know most of you can relate. There are so many people who can relate. I know Africans who have been out here in the diaspora, made their money, sent it home, and their family members, their moms and dads, brothers and sisters, used all their money, and when they got home, they had nothing. I just find a way to express some of these people's feelings without hurting anyone. And I do it the best way I can. Even my facial expression, I love it when it's when people can actually relate. That's what I do. So we are here to discuss life for Africans in the diaspora. Usually we share our real life experiences. For those who know about this program, we are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time. If you're interested to share your experience with us, you can send your request, or tell me in the comment section, and I'll bring you up. I can send you an invite. They are going through hell, I know. I know Africans in the diaspora are going through hell. I know. You can see that video went viral. It didn't go viral for nothing. It went viral because our African brothers and sisters are dying in silence. Our African brothers and sisters are depressed. Our African brothers and sisters are looking for someone to talk to. They can't come out here to talk about it because people are more than willing to fight them, to challenge them, to insult them, to cause them to go into depression more and more and more. What do you guys stand to gain? Our African papas and mamas, our African brothers and sisters who are still in Africa, what are you guys doing? We need your support. We need your care. We need your attention. So don't just sit and keep requesting and keep asking for financial support. So if you're interested in sharing anything at all with us, we are super ready to have you. So I'll be inviting all the participants we have right now so they can come and tell us something. You can tell us how diaspora is you tell us what's happening, you tell us the good, the bad, and the ugly. We do not keep anything a secret. No. I hate it when we keep things secret, because you never know. People are dying in silence. Our African brothers are dying in silence. I was so shocked when I slept that day and woke up and I realized the video has gone viral. I was like, oh my God, it means people are suffering. People are dying in silence. Hello, Mr. Ichimatex.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. Welcome to our program. Um, it's all about life for Africans in the diaspora. And when we have a guest like you, we usually encourage them to tell us their name, where they are streaming from, where they are actually from, and then they can go ahead with their contribution, which will be maybe your experience in the diaspora or what prompted you to travel when you got there, how diaspora is treating you. Because we've had people say they have never been able to relate to their family, how diaspora treated them, because those people are never even willing to listen or to believe what you have to say. All they care about is what the financial support you give to them. So what can you say to us today?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Andrew, or popularly known as Chumates.
Okay.
Uh, Africa in diaspora, honestly speaking, it wasn't easy, but you just take the hardcore one to keep on
Mm,
going because I believe never give up in life. So that's the only truth about it. And the one that always maybe gets me annoyed when I see my fellow African try to eat his brother or sister in order to make himself rich. The
mm,
one that really pain me most. For example, when I arrived UAE here, the first work I get, I can remember they said something like 500 commission. So when I say, okay, I'm interested to go there, later you now increase it to 700 because I said I want to go to the interview.
mm.
I said, why 700? I never even see money eat, talk less of. The way the guy talked to me, and I just, okay, let me just leave it like that. I just leave the guy. I still believe another one still coming. Before you know it, my visa will remain in 1 month and 1 week.
Mm.
Everything just gets me off head. So any interview, I keep on getting interview, but the ones you cannot be able to pay the
The
commission, they will not
commission.
allow you. And you will
Mm-hmm.
be telling them, even hold your passport, when you collect first salary, you will give them the money. They will not allow. So it's really painful when I see my fellow brothers. I'm not saying this because it affects me, but if I said UAE as a whole, it affects everybody.
Everybody,
Not
bro, because
not not one nation. It just affects the whole of Africa.
that is true.
You think it's only this particular one. You see another tribe or another nation doing the same thing, and you want to correct them. They will see it. Maybe you just arrive. You never
Mm.
get experience. You are just say you don't know anything in UAE. Calm down. I will teach you UAE. What do you mean? If I tell them, what do you mean? You will teach me UAE. You will teach me how to correct commission.
Mm.
I'm not a tax collector. Perhaps I hate if I do something to you, I don't even like you to just give me a reprocation, maybe say take this for what you did for. I just like let leave it for God. That's my own way.
Yeah, God
Whatever
is
I
the
do to
rewarder.
anybody,
Mm.
whatever I do to anybody, I know I get times three of it. So I don't wait for you to pay me what I do to you. So if I'm preaching that, people don't really like me for that, but it makes me stand alone, and I'm alone and I'm walking alone. I don't care. I'm still going forward. So if you come to any country as an African, bend down, just believe in God, work hard,
Mm.
whatever it will take you. If like me, I started with 18 hours job, no off, no nothing. I do it for 1 year, and most people will be, how can you be survive? How do you do this? I believe I will survive it, and I
Mm.
survive it. Today is not the
Wow.
same. Today I
God
stand
is the
alone. So
reward.
what am I saying? No matter the challenges you are facing in any country you are into, believe in yourself. It's just a matter of time. Anything that have a starting have the ending point.
Mm.
That's the truth about the diaspora.
Thank you so much, sir. We really do appreciate you for coming and for sharing your contribution with us. Like what you're saying, I can relate to that. Last week, I shared my own experience in the UAE. And when I finally got an opportunity to get a job, The guy was insisting that if I'm not giving him his 1,000 dirhams, he will not even deposit my CV. As in, he will not forward my CV to them. I kept on pleading. The guy said he's not even going to forward the CV. That's how bad the situation is out here in the UAE. Africans Africans are so cruel to each other in the UAE, especially concerning this commission issue. I really don't know how we are going to correct this, but it's really a call for concern. It's really, really something we need to look into. But I believe the fact that we keep talking about it, because this is something, whenever I come live, we talk about this commission issue every day, and we talk about how bad, how it's affecting us negatively as the African community. Because I know of other communities, they don't do this. They help each
They
other
don't
get
do
through.
that.
They
They
don't
don't.
do
They
it.
don't do that.
They don't do it. Hello, Sister Choice. So really do appreciate
Hi.
you, brother. How are you
Evening.
doing? Please
I'm okay.
tell us your
I
name, where
really.
you're streaming from, and then your
I
contribution. Hello, Itwe Malike. I see you. Thanks for joining, and good evening to you.
okay. My name is Joyce.
Mm,
I'm here in Cyprus. I really love your program. It's all about life.
mm.
The way we Africa do treat each other in abroad, the way we cheat each other, the way we steal from each other. I really enjoy your program.
Thank you so much,
I really
please.
do. So I'm just here. I
Thank
don't
you.
even know where to. My story is very long, but I don't wish to share. But I'm
Okay.
just here to appreciate you.
Oh,
May God bless you. Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so, so much. It's encouraging, you
Thank
know. Like, I have seen a lot within the short period of time I have
Hmm?
existed on planet Earth sincerely.
you.
Hello, baby girl.
Oh,
Yes, let me say, from the day I stepped my foot into UAE, it has been from one funny experience to another. And I am not alone. That's the funniest thing. Then I keep asking
Yeah.
myself, oh, is this the adulthood? I say, so at the end of the day, that music, that adulthood has scam. It's really true because
It,
it's just funny.
that
Sometimes I
is
don't want to
true.
believe the things I see or experience, but that's the truth.
Yeah, that is true. All
That's the
right.
truth. And it's
It's
scary.
not.
Then I
It's
ask
not even.
myself,
It's
is
not.
this the
It's not.
life?
It's not easy. Sometimes when I see the way we Africa behave to one another, I would be like, bro, like sis, you still have the same skin with me. Why? Like, sometimes they will feel like the way they are
Mm,
looking at you, like they want to just rip you off, and they forget one thing. You are here because of if home was okay, none of us would be here. We are
that's it.
all here we are all here to survive. We are
Mm.
all here to make our family proud, even if the family we are even fighting for. That is a story for another day. So
See, the people
anyway,
back
I
home,
don't even
they are not helping. The ones we have
my
here,
dear, those are
yes, the
they
ones
are
back
even
home
the
are not
worst.
helping. The ones we have
They
around
are
us
they are
here,
they are the worst. Even like someone like me now, over like 3 to 4 years now, me and my elder sister, we are not even talking. She believes that I'm staying abroad. There is this train, there is this train of money. Like when you just go there, you just plug the money. They don't even know that many people they are even in Africa, they are more better off that we a lot of us here who stay in abroad. You understand? So I don't know. I don't even know why it's like that. Sometimes I think that this life is not fair. Anytime once you leave your country, your family will automatically then will switch. You know, it seems like you don't even know them anymore. That
I
that
like that
love will be
statement.
that love is gone.
I like that statement that
This
it
one,
seems like you don't
that
even know
love.
them anymore.
I swear you don't know them anymore. It's not even your sister, even your father, your mother. It seems that you don't even know anyone at all. When you bring 20 naira for them to manage it, maybe for them to even help themselves, or maybe you want to do one or two things from there, a lot of things will be coming. Today fighting, tomorrow this one is sick, next tomorrow accident. There is always Sometimes I don't even pick call because any calls that just if my phone rings now, I know it's a problem. If my mother is not sick, my father is sick. My father is not seeing my siblings or the school fees or there is nothing. Oh my God, the pressure is just too much. Even there is one day my elder sister was like, if I should have that opportunity, I would do like this, I would do like that. I said, okay, no problem. Why don't you come here?
Exactly.
Why don't you
It's a
come
good
here? I
one.
remember when I was in Nigeria, I work myself out. I work. I don't even rest. I serve food in restaurants where even before I was even schooling, I was still working. I was working as a nurse. I was still do a lot of things to make sure I survive. It was not easy for me. I don't have any, like, I didn't even have brothers or sisters that said that, okay, oh, they want to give me this one, they want to do that, they want to do this. You understand? Even the little money your parents will borrow you will even pay times two. Every day they will keep reminding you, if not for me, you will not be this one, will not be. Whoa, I think
And
I
sometimes you
think
can
I'm
just
talking
see
too much already.
situations,
So
you feel alone, you feel like nobody cares,
you
but they
know,
don't realize that
if
they
even
become so
let me
money
tell you,
minded.
let, let me tell you something. Even for here, I don't even talk to anybody. I'm like I'm so scared to share, like, who as in who will I tell?
That's it. Because our world,
Who,
people are
eh,
judgmental.
who will I
They are
tell? Who
more
will I
than
tell?
ready to insult you.
Even now, when you call your family, maybe you just want to, maybe you just want to hear from them, to know if they're okay. The next thing is bill. They'll bill you.
Hmm.
Or maybe you call your sister now, maybe you just need someone to encourage you. Maybe you are just going through a bad day or a hard time. Okay, okay, let me just call my family. Maybe they will cheer me up. Oh, Benny, you dial wrong number. Before you drop that call, my sister. Whoa, I think I'm talking too much already. Anyway,
It's
may
well.
God help us
We
all.
shall overcome. God is our strength. There's nothing we can do. They
Yeah.
are family members. Like, we cannot throw
Mm-hmm.
them. We cannot run
You
away. We
can't
cannot
even
be
run
an
away.
island.
You can't
We
even run
cannot
away
be
from
an
them. That's the
island.
truth. Mhm.
They are all we've got. So, hello, hello, Malike.
Hello,
Hello,
Martha. Yes, baby girl.
how are you doing? Please
I'm
tell us your
fine.
name, where you're streaming from, and your contribution.
Oh, Martha, please, can you give me some minutes? I'm running. I'm trying to complete something, please.
Okay, okay,
I'll
okay.
come back.
Let's move to the
Yeah.
next person. I think this is authority. Let me see. Yes. Hello, authority.
Evening to all.
Hello. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining. Please tell us your name, where you're streaming from, and your contribution.
UAE. I'm in UAE.
Okay, bro. Okay, we are super proud of you because we believe Africans in the UAE are super the real hustlers because we know how difficult it is in the UAE to survive. So we believe as an African, if you can survive in the UAE, then wherever you find yourself in the world, you can survive. So congratulations to you for being a real hustler. So please, you can go ahead with your contribution.
We
It's like you
all
have a
left
poor network. Your network is not the best.
here, peace, I believe.
Okay. So we'll leave you and go to the next person. Hello, Gordon. Hello.
Yeah, I'm
Hello,
fine now.
Gordon. You're fine now?
Yes, I believe my
Okay,
network
you
is
can share your
stable now.
contribution with us then.
Yeah, based on what our sister was saying about family or issue, all the others. What I just want to tell each and every one of us is we should not live our life in order to please or to impress those back home. Because if we want to live to impress or to please those people, to be sincere, maybe it is our corpse that one day they'll have to carry. Because only the stress that the mental stress we go through here is enough. That one is capable enough to first of all destroy us. So if we are not able to destroy us, the mental stress here from these people is not able to destroy us, we should just live our life in order to please ourselves first, not to impress anyone back there home. Like for instance, when I came here, I've not even made up to like 3 months. I've not even that I'm still struggling to balance myself. I have one of my cousins, the wife was pregnant. When the wife was pregnant, my cousins now a photo and sent to me that the wife was pregnant. After at the end of the month, he sent me a voice that the wife has put to bed. I say my own has come. This marriage like this, why are you we share this marriage together? So the thing, it was so mind blowing, and the wife also was not leaving me for me to rest. I should send money. The thing it just be at a state I just block her number on WhatsApp, because what I was first of all going through at that state, it was first of all more than me. So I've just come to the conclusion is I'm not living this life now like this to impress anyone back there at home. Yeah, the little that I can send, let them manage it, because it is certain that if you are climbing a ladder, you cannot carry. If you are not, if you are on a ladder, make sure you first of all go up first before you start thinking about that person who is down, because you cannot carry another person where you are not yet stable. Yeah, you cannot carry another person where you don't yet have the capacity. So struggling to carry other people where you don't yet have a capacity, I'm telling you,
You
the way you
definitely
will
fall.
fall. And when you fall, yes, when you fall, those people there home, they'll be the one to mock at you.
They'll be like, we are
Yes.
still on the
Yes,
same
those people there
level.
back. Yes. So even if you were sending little chips to them, it happens that you fall, they will still mock at you. So we should not live our, especially with those who we are outside, we should not live our life to impress them. Live your life one. There is one person first who need to impress him. It is God, because our report card will not be marked by men on this earth. Our report card, it is an invisible being that will mark our report card. So please, that's my advice for each and everyone, because what I've gone through now, like this, my contract is almost, maybe I'm remaining about 5 months time. My contract will need to finish. Now, like, I'm not even sleeping. I'm thinking how I need to to be taking for another job, taking a course where I can enroll myself into in order to improve myself. Now, if you, I want to be, I'm thinking this one, also thinking about the family back there home. I don't know where I'm going to. There is no future again for me. So I don't want to kill myself. I want to live my life peacefully. I want to live a happy life. I don't want any person to come, any people, any problem should be bothering me.
Wow.
The one I
Yeah.
send home, they should manage it that way. Yeah. When I have enough capacity at that time, because I need to first of all stand well. If I don't stand well, I will fall. When I fall, it will be a very big disgrace to me. Yeah.
I'm telling
So
you.
that's actually my advice. We are going
Wow.
through a lot outside. The
A lot.
abuse, the abuse, especially when you are working with these people here, the abuse that you go through. At times like this, I usually look at my boss like this, because I was a teacher in Cameroon before coming here. When I look at the way my boss talk to me, and the other people who are even around me, that they are even like my student, I'm comparing them with the people I was teaching them in secondary school. So I just do something like this. I just have to control myself. I say, oh God, let your will be done. Just help me. Just help me out of this state. Yeah. We
Oh
just
my
need
God.
to live our life, live your life. Yeah, live your life. Don't live it to impress others, and let us just be focused. Better days are ahead of us. Better days. And in
Thank
as
you
much as we
so
are
much.
living, we should also endeavor to pursue to acquire knowledge, because knowledge is the new money in this
Mm.
generation. Knowledge is the
Thank
new
you
money.
so much, Mr. Authority. I
You're
believe my
welcome.
people here are listening to you, and it is so, so important. And I really do appreciate all those who come here to share their experiences.
to encourage one another. Because this is something I believe we need as Africans in the diaspora, because we know what we are going through. We understand that the people back home don't understand what we are feeling or how we are feeling or what is happening to us.
Yeah,
So those are some of the reasons that made me come up with this platform, because I believe by sharing our experiences and by encouraging each other, we can grow. Because
that's
there
true.
are days you'll be so depressed. I mean, these people will intimidate you. They will torment you at work. You will come back with all the depression and everything. Then you receive one funny call from back home, and the kind of frustration that will hit you, you're just so confused. Like, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. I
It's really
I used to have a neighbor in our bed space. Trust me, there was a day this girl came back. She was just crying. I thought someone had died. But
well.
when I had to ask her what's happening, and she calmed down a bit to explain to me, I realized it's because she had a bad day at work, and on coming home, on her way home, she received a call from back home. They were asking her for money, and she was just so frustrated.
It's really
So she
horrible.
came home crying bitterly, and I didn't even know what to say to her, because there's no way you will encourage someone that don't send money home because you don't have. She was even looking for someone to borrow from and send home.
It's really horrible. It's really horrible. The same one day I just came back from work. They have insulted me there until I was fed up. I just came one day. One of my neighbors, he just writing me that, please, I'm not feeling fine. Send me money. Let me go to the pharmacy and buy drugs. I say, oh, another trouble again on my head. I say, I will just need to just live your
Bro,
life, to be
authority,
sincere.
someone says something here.
Yeah,
Be more happy says worldwide, good heart people will get used and abused, and it is very true.
that is true.
It
Yeah,
is very true.
that is true. That's true.
What's happening in the comment section? Nana, what is happening? He says, boy for town, what is your problem? I don't get it. Uh, and our sister Shavona says, remember, when you get sick, no one cares. It is very true. It's obvious you are the one who is out. So if you fall sick, those people down there will not come and help you. It's only when you're dead they'll start looking for means to transport your corpse back home.
That is true. That is true.
Okay,
Only God.
someone says,
Yes.
bro, more happy. Not all family, bro. I'm a lucky person. My family is better, okay, than me. Okay. Good
Yeah.
evening, T babe. Good evening to you. See, it's just so terrible for us Africans. Sometimes I really specify that for us Africans, because when I look at these Europeans and Americans, they are not like us. Their money is their money. They do what they want to do. They take care of themselves. They enjoy their lives. But for us Africans, from the day you travel, those people back home see you like you've become a super being. Your life
Hi,
is changed.
Monica. Please, can
You're
I talk?
successful. Yes, Alike.
Okay. Please, I'm not trying to contradict the subject of the meeting, right? I just want
Okay.
to say something.
Okay.
There's this girl. She was once my mate in, let's say, when we were like house. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Abroad to get
George
like the
Blessing
only
says,
access they had. Are you getting me?
before we couldn't hear you,
The
but
only
now it's
access they
okay.
had, they have to sell it. Okay. She we're in the same base space. The only access her family has, they have to sell it to send her abroad. You get when she came to Dubai, God so kind, she didn't go through that stress a lot. Just after 3 weeks, she got a job. She was working, and her salary was really good. It was a sales job in Mall of the Emirates. Her salary was like 3.5. So at times I will hear her mother is like, okay, Vero, you have to send money. Your dad is sick. Your dad is sick. She was like, no, Dubai is not easy. You get. So she was like, let me say, in 6 months, she will send money just once, and that money will not even be up to 100,000. Like in that case, that you know your family is really down. They don't have anything. They are living from hand to mouth, and they struggle to send you out. Then she came, she was like, no, she had this guy, the guy was not working. And actually, she's a Cameroonian, the guy is in Nigeria. So she preferred to take that money to send to her boyfriend's mom back home. And she would take that money and send the guy for visa change. But the guy was a flex, sleeping around with so many girls. But like, there was a time I really even tried to talk to her. I was like, Vero, why are you doing all this? You know your family. She said, no, back home, they like to disturb, blah, blah, blah. Done, done, yeah, no, done. Like, in that case, how can you really advise that person? Due to that, her dad was very sick, and they needed money to, like, take him to a good hospital for a better treatment. But there was no money, you get? So her dad passed away. Like, I was like, how can this, it's like in this situation, what do we have to say? Because I believe those who are in, let me say, the diaspora, who are really struggling, we can consider those who hustle to come here by themselves. Like, family did not sell any property to be like, we don't have to kill ourselves because of family. You get, my sister. But in that case, what she did, was it a good thing, or I don't get it? Like, seriously, I
Our
was so
sister Vero,
emotional.
our sister Vero entered one chance. It's obvious. Here on this platform, we usually tell people, do not indebt yourself for diaspora. Do not sell any family asset for diaspora. Those are two main words of encouragement or advice that we give people on this platform. Number one, I cannot be killing myself, stressing myself. Sales job is not easy. Sales job is not biscuit, it's not bonbon. The Nepal bebe. You cannot be doing sales job and you're accommodating a guy. You're sponsoring him for his visa change and all the likes. That's impossible. I understand people do love, and a woman in love, you cannot advise her. You cannot
That
tell
is
her what
true.
is right from what is wrong. But if I should be leaving my family back home and I am aware that they sold our land for diaspora, is that it something we should be discussing? No. You should know it's your responsibility to get them another land or another source of income or even two pieces of land. If they sold one to send you to where you are and God has blessed you with a good job, then you should give them two. It's not even something to discuss about. Am I lying?
No,
No,
no.
you're not.
Mm, you are right.
That's
You are
it.
right, actually.
Because
So our sister just made a mistake, like an unimaginable mistake. That's the best way I can describe that kind of mistake. Can you imagine? Our sister Shavona says, no long distance dating either. You'll be cold. And hello, Fabi. She says, I am same as you, my sister, plus I'm single mom. It's very hard to support everyone
I
back
want to
home.
say
It's hard
something
to
on
support
this.
everyone
because
back home because at the end of the day, you feel empty. You feel stranded. You feel helpless. It's obvious we can't help everyone back home. We are not saying do not help people back home at all. They are your family. They are your loved
Yeah, of
ones.
course. When
But
you have, you
remember,
can help.
you have a life. There's another story of a friend I know. He was actually here in the UAE. I hate even talking about UAE because UAE is very, very difficult. It's not easy to survive here. So if you can manage to be surviving in the UAE and people back home are mistreating you, it's because they don't know. They don't know. When they get here and experience UAE, this particular UAE experience, they have it, then they'll understand better. Now, this our brother was here. He was here for about 5 years, I guess. When he went back home, he told his people he wanted to get married. The mom was completely against him getting married. The mom was like, how can you be talking about marriage now? What have you done for your family? What have you done for your siblings? Trust me, till date, that guy is 40 plus. He doesn't have a child. I mean, not even one. He's not
Okay.
married, no child. He doesn't have a life. But he built
He's
a
not
Because
a
house
of
for his
man.
family.
family.
He's not
Because
a
of
man.
family.
No, no, no,
Because
no.
of
You will not
family.
blame family. You will not blame family. See, every person have to take responsibility. I always tell people this. See, in life, some things will blame family, some things you don't need to. For example, mommy, I want to get married. They said, no, 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 no. You leave them. You do what you want. They don't have
That's
choice to
true.
back you up.
I get it. But when it comes to a man, it's difficult for a guy to ignore what his mother
It's
is
not.
saying.
It's not.
Because men who do
For
listen to
example,
their
it
mother, they
happens
will
to
feel
me.
like their mother knows best.
Yes.
It's not. Me personally, it happened to me personally. I decided to marry, and I say I want to marry at so age, and you get to the age, I don't care whether I have the money or I don't have. I've already set the
Guys,
standard for
thanks for the
myself.
gift. Thanks for the
My
gift.
mom don't have option to back me up. Later, my mom is not happy for the decision I take.
But
See, in life, you are the one to plan your life, not your mom, not everybody around you. So mistake we made in
That's
Africa, we listen to our parents, forgetting our
a
own
lot.
dream.
Yes.
like you get the point now. This guy today is 40 plus. When he looked at his mate, he's like, oh my god, see this my friend, he's married, he has 2 kids, he has 3 kids. He keep whenever he's next to me, he keeps complaining about this. And I just look at him and I'm like, but you made your decision because back then when you came back home and what then I had not even traveled. He came home like everybody was celebrating him. I went to their house. They had cooked so much food, drinks. Everyone was eating and drinking. They were celebrating. And I remember he made mention he was coming to get married because he had a girlfriend. But the mom said no. No, and the mom was crying. You cannot get married now. The mom was crying. Mothers when they want to make drama.
You are talking
Mm-hmm.
as if say I don't care. See, I don't care. I have question to answer myself. Have I fulfilled the promise I promised myself? No or yes. If no, I have to follow up. Then if I get it right, then I come back to my mom and ask for
Hmm.
forgiveness. It's a very simple thing. But if I fail myself, who do I blame?
Like now, he should be blaming himself.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's better you fail your mom, let her come back and apologize than failing yourself, because that guy right now, honestly, is not comfortable about his life.
He's not. No, he hates even his mom. He's mad at his mom, but he cannot even say it.
See,
Like, he hates almost all the people, the elders around him. He's like they all contributed to it because when the mom was against him getting married, all the uncles and everybody were like, but it's true what your mom is saying is right. You cannot be getting married now. You start looking at your wife and her family and you forget your own family. That's it.
can you ask that guy now? The same people that tell him not to marry is telling him to go and marry. Just ask him.
Trust me, most of them are married. He supported them to get married. He paid some of the hospital bills when their wives were in the hospital. No, it's true. When some of those uncles, when their kids fall sick, he pays the hospital bills. Till date, he's paying.
What I
Yeah.
would just
Sometimes when they call him and he's sending the money, he's like, I'm sending money for your kids when I don't even have one.
well,
Yeah, Martha, let me say something, please. I have this colleague when I was working in one clinic here in Dubai. Okay, her parents are back home. She always send money. Like she has brothers and sisters too at the diaspora, but not actually in UAE. So
Hmm.
like she can send all she has. Like if her salary is 2,500, she can send 2,000 home and she will be left with 500 because she lives with someone who pays her bills. So
Mm-hmm.
like she has always been doing that. She's not a person who have a soft heart, you get.
Mm.
Yeah, so she has always been doing that. She has always been doing that. Okay, there was a time now she has to stop. She told her mom, like, okay, please, so it's like this, I'm getting of age, but even though I'm not married or I have a boyfriend, we don't have enough money to get married now. But I want to have a baby. The mother was like very mad. Why do you want to have a baby now? But the lady I'm talking about, her second follower is a girl. She has 2 children. And when that girl is pregnant, she's the one to make sure she sends like 150,000 for antenatals, everything.
See?
But so her mom was like, "We want to give birth. How are we going to feed? We are going to die. How are we going to pay the rent? Like, you get?" She told me, I was like, "Okay, for now, just wait." But when she told me that her younger sister had 2 kids,
Hello.
Like, but her, she's the
Hello,
eldest.
welcome to the
She's like
live broadcast.
26. She's like 36, but she does not
Hi,
have a child. And she has someone who is able
Please exercise
to
patience. You
like
speak later.
groom.
hello, madam. Hi.
Oh my God.
You
Malika,
know,
you
like
can go
this we
ahead. I'll
just
bring
have.
him down.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. I'll just take him down.
Uh-huh.
Guys,
So, like,
thanks for the gifts. Thanks
her
for
mom
the
was like,
gifts.
no, you can't stop, you can't stop, you can't stop. So she took it upon herself. She was pregnant. Like
Mm.
when she was pregnant, she was even like 8 months plus. She told her mom, no, like next month I will not send you guys money because I'll be stopping work. Her mom was like, ah, why do you want to stop? Back home when we are pregnant, we go to the farm until the last day that we are giving birth. I said, let me give birth in in the farm. Like the girl was like, ah, mama, why are you saying all this? She said, no, you cannot stop. Like until she had to like listen to her mom, she gave birth prematurely and she lost the baby.
Oh my
Not only the
God.
baby, 2 weeks after he lost her job.
Oh my
And
God.
when she lost her job, like she has been in Dubai for like 3 years, all her savings, everything. She does not have any savings. Like when she lost her job, she was like, at times, please can you just send me even 100 grams from back home? Everybody's like, oh, we don't have, we don't have, we don't have. So sometimes it's really true. We are not supposed to listen to family. But first, you have to know the family you are coming from. But there are some people too, they are in UAE, they have made it, right? This is why I'm saying it out of, I don't know if it's experience or what. I've seen this one. They have made it. Like they don't just care about their family back home. Like even their parents, their real parents, they don't even send them 1 dirham. I'm saying this one, I'm seeing it, it's happening in front of me, Martha. Like
Really?
can you be in Dubai?
Very bad.
Can you be in UAE? Your salary is 3-5. Are you getting me? But you
Mm.
don't send even 100 franc,
Malika,
yeah,
Very bad.
back
you know,
home
some
to
of
your
these things,
parents.
it's not like the people don't want to send money back home. You don't know people's experiences growing up. Do you know that?
Yeah, I get you.
Some people have terrible experiences growing up. They grew up seeing funny things. They grew up seeing funny behaviors from the people they should be expecting love from. Some
Yeah.
people, some people grew up by the grace of God.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Even the little school some people went to is by the grace of God. The certificate some people have is by the grace of God.
That's true.
You get it? So if you see someone treating his or her family in a certain way, is based on what he grew up facing or the way they treated him in the days of old. I'm saying this because I have my friend, she's married, and her husband doesn't actually, he's not really that involved with his family. And this girl was troubled. She keeps troubling this guy. From time to time, she'll be like, but what's wrong with you? You don't send these people money. What kind of a man are you? But it's because she doesn't know what. Please, Mr. Authority, I'll bring you down.
Well, let me mute, please.
Okay. It's because this lady was not aware of the kind of treatment this guy was facing while he was growing up. And one day, the guy decided to open up to her because it was really getting too much. They were beginning to have issues at home. And the guy told him there was a time he wasn't actually rich, but he was getting a little that he could sustain himself. And his people started calling him, they started saying he has involved himself. You get it? That he's a ritualist because he was able to make small money to take care of himself and he was not depending on maybe elder brother or elder sister or mother or father. They started calling him a ritualist. So he said there was a time he abandoned them completely and left. He said he wanted to struggle. without them being around him, because the fact that they were seeing the little things he was acquiring, the little assets he was acquiring, those were the reasons why they were calling him a ritualist. And they were already warning him that make sure you don't take any member of this family. You can't hear me. Hello, can you guys hear me? Malika
Yeah,
says
I'm
she cannot
hearing
hear
you.
me.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, it means she has a problem. So when this guy explained everything to his wife, she realized herself and she was trying to explain to him that it's been too long, you have to forget about it, and you know, but it's not easy to forget about such thing. He says, let them go down and come back. She says, let them go down and come back. So,
Maybe it's
guys,
from the
it's just
wrong.
funny out here. It all depends on your own upbringing. Okay, Malika, no problem.
Your serving gun.
It's
Please call
true.
them.
The more you're
I don't
helping
have water.
family
I'm
members,
very thirsty
the
now. Come now,
more
let
you're
baby
going to
see
get
you. Where are you
problems.
hiding?
Your problems
Honey,
will keep increasing. Okay, so Malika, go down and come back. If you prove to these people you love them good and fine. But if you prove to them that whenever they call, you have something to give, trust me, you'll never grow. You stay on the same spot for years, for decades, and nothing will change about you. That's just what diasporans are experiencing. And some people say you just have to go cold towards them, go mute, like block them, change your number. But is that the solution? For me, I believe we just need to talk to them.
No, no
They
need.
should change. Though it's
No need.
difficult. It's like they can never
I've
change.
told them. Friend, why are
But
you coming
depending
from
on
now?
the way you work your own family out. My own, nobody disturb me. I didn't disturb anybody. So I'm on my own. So depending on the family. But if you fall into this category of family we are discussing, the best way is that when you see the chats, don't open.
Mm.
No block anybody, just ignore. Keep on your move, keep on moving. If they do first, second, third, fourth, they will stop. That's the solution to answer a fool. Silence. Sometimes UAE will put you in a pressure. Even when you are going, you pass your own location, going to another location because of
Mm.
as everything is in your head. Then if you add it to family own, it's times three. Then if you can't add it with your friends, if you're tired of people that look up to people around you, that's another wahala for you. So no need of looking to anybody. If you're in a diaspora, I'm not talking based on UAE because Qatar,
Mm.
I have a friend in Qatar, they're also passing the same thing. It's just all these Gulf countries not easy for Africa. Let's just hit on this. If we have the way to sanitize Africa on this topic, it's very, very important. And our brothers know that there is no work, they will advise them, take a freelancer. When you come there, they will give you a work. If you come there, no job, you still go back, spend 12,000 dirham, 14,000 dirham, yet no job, nothing, you still go back.
Our sister is here. She says, now I'm going to my country. Now I can't tell any family I'm coming home. You see? Because of the
That's
way they treat you, you can be going home and you're not telling anybody, which is shameful. It's embarrassing to the family members. I should be happy that I'm coming home. I'll tell everybody they should be excited waiting for me. But because of the fact that they don't care about me, they only care about money. Money.
one of my videos. I say people care about what concerns them, not what concerns you. That's real
Yes.
life. So
The
it's better
money
we
you're giving
understand
them
it.
concerns them. That's why they
Yes,
claim to always call you. They call you
yes.
only when they want to make demands.
Then stop sending money, nobody called you again. So it's better when you
Precisely.
send, you don't send, don't call anybody. Just be who you are. Train yourself to the way you want, the level you want. One of our speakers said, if you balance, if you're on the ladder climbing up, you cannot help someone because you never balance. But when you
Mm.
balance, you cannot help someone. That's exactly life in diaspora is. So whatever they say, hey, if you travel, you make money, you don't want to just bone, they do your carry your life, nobody, you know who anybody. Even God
I
self
don't
understand.
care. They will even provoke you because when they call, you don't send. They call, you don't send. They'll be like, okay, you're there, you're enjoying it, but you don't want to send. You don't care about us here. Even if
No
we die, you
problem.
don't care. Oh my God, these people back home, eh?
You know what you go do self, or if they pressurize you, go somewhere, take one kind useless pictures, give them, they go fear. Now one. See, it has to make it balanced. Let them understand what you are passing through. It's not
Mm.
easy. Mostly, if you are in 1 year, let's say from 1 month to 6 months, you never understand diaspora at all.
See, do you guys think we can really correct this? Can our people understand it? They will never understand, Abi, because they have never traveled.
Do you know my mom tell my elder brother to send me money?
Wow.
When I said I get luck, when I say I have luck, in terms of that side, God just bless me. My mom is the one even telling my elder brother, I refuse to collect the money. He refused, she refused, I must collect the money. I said, okay, my elder brother, send it. They send it. Then I need the money. But when I
Wow.
send the money back, give her, she refused to collect my own. I say it will not happen.
Mm.
So now
Wow.
I'm making it in a way that if I want to give her money, I will buy something and send. If you collect that thing I buy, she will see the money inside. That's to show you the kind of the family differs.
Yeah.
Understand your family, just go towards it. What work for me may not work for you. So find a solution to your own, the way you
Okay.
want your own family to work for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hello, Mr. Moses.
Uh,
Hello.
Hello, Madam Martha. Good evening.
Hello, Mr.
Good
Simon. Good
evening.
evening to you. Thanks for joining the live broadcast. Please tell us where
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
name, where you're streaming from, and your contribution.
Well, thank you so much for the platform you are creating for us to share our views and also for us to learn and be educated. I'm
Mm.
streaming from Dubai downtown.
Wow, we have another hustler. We assume all Africans in UAE are the real hustlers because we know
Yeah,
what's happening here.
yeah.
We are the real hustlers.
So, concerning our working experience, I believe each and everyone in Dubai has a story to tell. It's not
Mm,
something new for all of us. And you know, back in Africa, there is a lot of dependency ratio. Unlike in the diaspora where the government creates like a pension fund to cater for the old people. So it's not like that for us in Africa. And so we're trained in that manner. So we just knew that we need to take care of our parents and maybe some other family members. And considering in a godly way, I want to talk in a godly way now, where the Bible says, if you denied help in your own household, then you have denied the faith. And so, for us, trying to help people, you also need to be very careful
mm,
because if actually you are to help somebody and the help is going to destroy the person, then it was not worth you helping that person. Let me just take, for instance, a lot of people are calling you back home. Like, a lot of people just feel like when you send money back home to somebody, feel like it's enjoy money. Let me put it like it's enjoy money. The person didn't stress to have the money, so he can just spend it the way he want to spend. Maybe some people they can just take, they go to club, they drink, they get drunk, they fornicate. Actually, God is going to hold you responsible because you are the one who have caused that person to behave the way he was behaving by, sending the money to the person and using it that way. So sometimes before we help, we should look at the situation or listen to the reason why we are helping. Because actually, for me, I try to teach people how to fish because if you help somebody with money today, the next day we help you, he will still ask for help.
mm,
So rather than helping, it's good you assist somebody to grow than just like trying to give money for, you know, that's just my own point of view why we are helping. And also, you help as led by the Spirit of God. I listened to one man of God. He said, when you give in your name, then you are not going to get the blessing because you are already getting the glory from the people that you give. But when you give in the name of God, and God cannot lead you to give to somebody that is going to use the money in a way that is not godly, you know. So sometimes, if you want to give to somebody, actually pray to God first. Should I
Mm.
help this person or should I not help? Because there are some people where you might help them and they are instead the one that will bring your downfall, you
Wow.
know. So
Thank you
actually,
so much, bro.
yeah,
Because this is actually opening people's heads. Sometimes if you have the mindset of, if they ask for help, I'm going to pray about it, and God will reveal if I should give or not. At least it will give you some time to think about, to reflect about it. But sometimes that excitement, or let me say, I don't know if I should say fear, once they ask, we are always like, hey, give, 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 give. But now, if you have that behavior, that attitude of, I have to pray about it, it will give you time to think about it. And I think that's a very good point. It's good. I
yeah,
really do
yeah,
appreciate you for that. And
yeah,
please, I want to welcome someone. Hello, Dr. Munira. I see you. Thanks for joining. We appreciate your presence. Bro, you
yeah,
can continue.
yeah. And also, why trying to help? Also think about yourself, because if you are the breadwinner of your family
Mm,
and maybe you are just trying to help and help, think about what if you are down? Who is going to help you? Nobody is going to help you. And the Bible make us wise. They said a wise man saves for the future, while a foolish man spend everything he spend. Obviously, problems are gonna come on your way. Things are gonna
mm-hmm,
come on your way, but actually you don't need to spend all that you earn. Actually, you need to save for your own self and also try to help according to how God leads you to help.
mm-hmm,
So I'm talking out of experience because I have a kind of good heart. Like they say, you cannot trust anybody, even your sister, even your pastor, even your wife. Anybody can fail you. It's only God that cannot fail you because. Um, I know some of us, many of us here, we don't have like bank accounts here. Most of us, we have bank accounts back home, and
mm-hmm,
maybe it's being controlled by your brother or your mother or your wife or something like that.
mm-hmm.
But at the same times, you know, we need to educate them. Some of us who are out here, we need to educate them because when you don't educate them and they just see like you have money, they'll just feel like, oh, yeah, money is coming in every month. So you need to educate them. You need to tell them, these are your plans. This is what you want to do. It's not easy. No matter how you are seeing me trying to send the letter that I'm sending, it's not easy, you know? Because if you don't do that, they'll be looking at your money because it's very hard for you to save here because you don't know what can happen here. If you keep money here,
Okay.
maybe you can just find yourself back home at any time. So I believe most of us we often send money back home every month, like keep for me or something like that. That's what some of us do. So we also need to educate them. Like don't think about what I'm saving or don't be looking at this because also you have plans, you know, because they are
Mr.
not here.
Sami, Mr. Sami, due to time, please, let's give opportunity to others to speak. So please, round up.
Yeah, yeah. So we just need to educate them, you know, and be wise when we are helping because
Very
it's
true.
not everybody who
Mm-hmm.
is for your good. If you want to help, help in the name of God. Don't help in your own because if you're helping based on your emotions or based on what people are going to say, and then you're going to take the glory from them because the Bible said, blessed is the one that giveth than the one who receiveth. So if you give in the name of God, even if the person doesn't appreciate, you give in the name of God. And at least God is the one who has lead you to give, not like giving because you don't want to, or you don't want people to talk bad about you,
Mm.
or uh, it's because people will think that you're wicked. No, it's obviously it's not everybody that you can help. God knows that one. It's not everybody that you can help because if you want to help everybody, then you'll be a slave. You know?
A slave for life. Thank you so much, Mr. Simon, for your contribution. We pray may you keep coming because we need our fellow Africans in the diaspora to keep coming. So we keep repeating these things every day whenever we are live until someone gets to change, until someone gets to act the way we expect them to act. So let's go to the next person. Hello, Mr. Mose. Hello, Mr. Moses. Okay, if he's not
Hear
available,
me?
yes. Thanks for joining. Please tell us your name, where you're streaming from, and your contribution.
Name is Moses. I'm streaming from Qatar.
Oh, amazing. Another hustler.
Okay. So, for me, I'm a licensed architect from Nigeria.
Okay.
I got my employment from Nigeria. I've been
Wow.
here for like a year. So I came in as an
Amazing.
expert.
Mhm.
So, what I would want to share is, even before I left Nigeria, I had always had business ventures that would bring in extra cash to me.
Mm,
So, in the area of people who would often want me to give out, like my hand me down to them, what I would often do is to, instead of give you money, I would ask you to go work for me and get paid. And nine times out of ten, they would often run away because their intentions is not really to do the work.
mm,
Because they know that yes, you have this money and they can get it from you easily. But
mm,
one simple trick I use to push them away or just say no is to ask them, okay, go take this job, work for 1 month, this is the salary, and then you
mm,
get paid for it. That is one. Then another issue is I came in as an expatriate, but then I've had people who have next to no skill. Let's say
mm,
when we were in university, they didn't care about what the future held, or they
mm,
never bothered to increase their skill sets. And now because they have seen that I am here in Qatar, they keep asking, "Oh, help me come here, help me come here." And the first question I ask them is, "You are coming here with what skill set? Like what skill are you having to offer?" And they're like, they want to drive and this and that. And I'm like, with all of this, I cannot help you because I don't even know people who do this kind of jobs. So when it comes to giving assistance to people, I like to be very thorough. Unlike the last guy that spoke, uh, he drew his references from the Bible, but I'm not very spiritual. I'm very practical. And that's because for me practicality brings logic when I make my decision. And in Africa I feel like we have over spiritualized everything. Let's say, like, for instance, here in Qatar, they didn't have to pray or fast to host the World Cup, right?
no.
To host the World Cup, there was a lot of planning and back and forth that led to its success.
Mm,
So, what I would like to advise all of us is we should always have a plan.
mm,
So, if you have a plan for yourself, this would be the guiding principles for each and every decision you make in life. So it would also, because if you are planning for yourself as an individual and your family is in the picture, of course, within that plan, there will be in a way that you would have structured them, or the role in which they would have played in that plan, that it would also determine how much of assistance that you can give out to your family. Because you yourself should be your number one priority. It is only when you have removed the log from your eyes, that's when you can help the next person remove this speckle of wood from their eyes. So that is what I want to share with us today.
okay. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you for coming and for sharing your contribution with us. I believe the 23 participants we have here are all learning something. Our brother drew his reference from the Bible, but you say you're practical, and it's true. Both ways do work, so it all depends on which one works for you or what you believe in. And we really do appreciate you for that. Let's move to the next speaker, Mr. Ismail. Hello.
Hello,
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
We are doing okay. Thanks for
So
coming.
I'm
Please tell
streaming
us your
from
name.
I'm streaming from Abu Dhabi.
Oof, amazing. Another hustler. You guys are all amazing and we
Yeah.
appreciate you for coming. Let's not forget, keep coming,
Uh,
guys. It's every Wednesday and Friday, 4 p.m. UAE time. Let's keep discussing about this thing. It's helping me relieve the stress of today, the one I had today, and I'm going to sleep peacefully. And I'm sure it's helping someone out there too. So you can go ahead, Mr. Ishmael.
I'm streaming from Abu Dhabi and I'm from Uganda.
I know I have seen somebody there.
Yeah. You know him, what?
I know him. Even when he came to Dubai,
Yeah, yeah.
I was with Ugandan
Mm,
neighbors.
okay. Yeah. So, back to the point.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to thank Mr. Moses and Mr. Simon because they have delivered almost all that we need, we in diaspora,
Mm-hmm.
in their speech. So Mr. Moses and Mr. Simon, thank you so much. Uh, just to add on, what we need to do by ourselves is to to have a target. When you earning like 2,000, make a target for your own. That I should spend this, I should save this. Your savings should be compulsory and non-touchable for your own. Because when you go broke or when you counter any circumstance here, nobody from our countries can come to rescue you from this situation. Okay? So
Mm.
what we have to do is to have our savings first. Then you also have a section of people that are close to you within like family members, like if you have like a children at home like that, so such that you are not available to each and every person. Make yourself not available to everybody in our countries
Mm.
or in Africa. Okay?
Mm.
So when you are unavailable to them, when any problem encounters them, they should find a solution by themselves. But when you are available all the time to them, whenever they get any problem, you are the first person to think of to solve for them their problems. Okay?
Mm.
Yet, there are other channels. There are other channels within the family or within anybody's mind when he or she has a problem. When you are not available to him or her, they'll make a way of overcoming that problem.
Mm.
So when you are available to them all the time, they don't get a time to think of how to solve that problem without thinking about you. Okay?
Very true.
So after after your savings, then make a target that every month I should spend this. And you save a little bit for any immediate within your family, like a mother, father, or your children. You should have a limit for any, for example, emergencies. Yeah, for any emergency within your mom, your dad, your children,
Mm.
like there, that section. So you should be available for that emergency within that section. Okay? But
Yeah.
the rest, when you are not available to the rest, and whenever they get all this and this and this, even some of them they can pass through our mothers or our daddies.
Thank you for
Okay,
making
that
that comment.
mommy, do tell for me this and this. I have a problem. Tell her that I'm this and this. So please make yourself not avoid each all of them, and then your mother or your father and your children be available to them, but also within that limit, such that you don't you don't exceed, or you don't touch on your savings.
Mm.
That one can also help us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ismail. Like, you've really just balanced everything. Availability is really a problem because there are some people who want to be Mr. all the time kind. Should I say Mr. Overkind or Mrs. Overkind? The nicest people
Yeah.
on earth. They want to communicate with everybody, all uncles, all aunties, all nephews and nieces, cousins. They have their contacts. They are always doing hello, hi, how are you?
Yes.
I'm fine, I'm missing you, I'm this, I'm that. Those are the things causing us trouble. The stress is coming from
Yes.
those people. And it is true. Sometimes they'll use your father or your mother. They'll use them.
Yes.
Not like sometimes, like most times. Yes, Mr. and
Yes.
Mrs. do good all the time. They are good to
Yeah.
everybody. Eh?
Thank you very much for the platform, sister.
We really do appreciate you, brother. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you guys are saying this. Before, I used to feel maybe it's only the people around me and myself that we are facing this thing.
Mm.
The fact that I brought that video, the way the video went viral, I was like, is this what it means? We are all going through the same thing.
I
You,
was so attached when I saw your video
mm,
because you were not. I was so attached, and I said, how can I reach about to this sister such that I can also give her some advice? Because
mm,
I saw your video, I was so attached. Wow, but I'm thank God that I have spoken to you, and also
mm,
our other members who are within our Africa. Yeah, they should also get something from that. Thank you very much, sister. Really,
yeah,
I
we
was so
really do
attached.
appreciate. Thank you guys so much for sharing your contributions. Like, you guys are super amazing. I'm so overwhelmed with joy. Like, I feel like it means I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid because so many people can relate and it's a good thing. We are all recovering slowly.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you for sharing. And hello, Joanne. Hello, Sister
Good
Joanne.
evening.
Good
Sorry, I was in the
evening to
kitchen. How are
you.
you?
Okay, I'm doing great. Thanks for
All
joining.
right.
Though we know your name already, but tell us your name, where you're streaming from, and your contribution.
My name is Joanna, and I'm
Mhm.
streaming from Vienna in Austria.
Oh, amazing. We have a big woman in the house. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
So, yes, I came across that video just now, and I took my time to listen. Even while you were talking, I say, "Hey, yeah." My people will say, "Hey, yeah." Like, you don't know, you're not alone, you know. And I went through the comment, and I saw like 99% of the comments say you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My contribution. I think this my Uganda brother kind of said my mind. You can see the way I'm breathing. You know, when it's like when you went to a battle and somebody took the battle and fight on your behalf. This is what he just did. He just kind of cleared most of the things I wanted to say. And that being said, I want to quickly trip in. This is what worked for me. Yeah. We can help when we can. Yeah. Now don't try to help people while putting your own self in a tight corner, which is just what he said. Yeah, you must plan for yourself first. And then when it comes to trying to help, now there are kind of, I don't just answer to all help or all plead. Let me put it like that. In other words, for example, personally, I came when I was very young. I left Nigeria when I was 21. I'm 38 now, right?
Hmm.
So I didn't have the chance to attend uni because we were broke, okay? So I left
Hmm.
and I was able to break that narrative. I sent three of them to uni, they graduated and all that. Now, even after graduation, I make sure everyone had the skill they learned, you know. One particularly, I had to send, this is also with my money. She learned 2 skills, meaning with your school certificate, you have 2 other things you can survive life with, no matter what comes. Now, as a young girl, why I did that was, I am from Nigeria, you know, just in case you didn't find a job after graduation. So you can either go into this business or you go into that business. So you were fully prepared for life,
I'm telling
even
you.
before you marry. Okay. Now, so a person like that, you can't just call me now and say you need money, because I have long prepared you for your future. So if you are still expecting me to send you money because you need money for this, or your children is hungry, your husband could not provide, that is no longer my business. You understand? Now, when it comes to the kind of help you answer, as I speak right now, that's why I wrote why I was in the comment section. You must draw the line. Now, when I knew it was time for me to settle down and get married, if nobody ever even called me to say you are aging, try to settle down. No, you must, in that stage, you must use your sense. Because they know the moment you get married, settle down, and start having your own children, you cannot meet up with those demands anymore. So you must, on your own. In fact, it was only one of my auntie who was always telling me, at this stage, you've been able to settle this, settle that, you know, give them a house. It's time you slow down and think of getting married. Only one person from the entire family, both father side and mother, only one woman was putting that into my head. Not even, excuse me, not even my own mother ever said that to me. Okay. Now, when I saw one of my sister in Nigeria in the comment section who was saying, when she sent her mom money, the dad will say, you didn't send my own. You see the problem? If I send money to the family, no matter through who, this is supposed to be for everybody. Now, how can I send money to mom and the dad is expecting his own? Only me. Just only me. How am I ever going to live my life? Now, obviously, every sibling will also be tapping their own. Now, from where I come from in Nigeria, especially my own speaking people, Edo State, I know people who will pretend, gang up with their other children to say, come and carry the phone. Tell her, I am sick, I am at the hospital. It will not look as if they that are home, they team up against you to suck you dry, like very dry. So we'll go as far as lying down in the hospital, just in case you say, put it on video, let me see if you are really in the hospital bed. They will bribe the doctor, lie in the hospital, and say, yeah, if she caught her, I'm really sick. And they are not sick, they just want money for whatever reason. Now, let me not go too long so that other people have time to talk. The kind of money I send now, I only send money to my mom, and that's for feeding. Now she's aged, she's 60, she's alone. Yeah. So if I send her 50 euro in a month, she's fine. I have positioned my sibling in a way that nobody can just boldly carry phone now and say, sister, please. No, because your hands, your certificate, this thing should be fetching you money by now. I should not be carrying your own load. Now, even up to my own mom, apart from that feeding money, my mom cannot be doing Women's Day. You know our mothers in church. My mom cannot be doing Women's Day or Mother's Day in church, and she will call me like she used to do, say, we want to buy clothes, because me now, I'm also a mother, and I'm a what the other one? I'm a mother and I'm a woman now. So me, I buy clothes for myself when I'm doing Women's Day or Mother's Day. So those excess expensive, you cut it out. It's just unnecessary. You run your business since Jesus was born. So you can survive. You can do those ones by yourself without me. Back in the days, even when they are doing harvest in church, I'll be the one to send money from here. It got to a point, and I told my parents, say, harvest is at the end of the year, what you were doing, what you want to thank God with. They say, yes. I say, why do you need my money for that? You are a market woman. This is what you say. Carry ogbolo, carry oye, take it to your church altar. That's what you do. If you cannot bring out money from it, then carry the raw product, take it to God and say, God, thank you, just like Cain and Abel did. You know. Slowly like this was how I cut out this excess, just expenses that no longer is actually not your business, but we make it our business. Those things are not my business. You want to do harvest, your committee want to do it. This is not me. I'm not there. I'm no longer even part of that church anymore. And majority of the people who attend that church now don't even know me because I'm gone a long time ago. So this is just the truth. Unnecessary expenses that they try to lure you into, stand out of it. It's not your business. Now again, for example, your sister is getting married. You chest all the expenses. Why? Your brother is getting married. You carry the whole expenses on your head. Why?
I even have a friend, the uncle was getting married and they asked him to contribute for the dowry.
Can you imagine? This is not my business. When my own sisters were getting married, I know they all were looking and waiting for me to send bulk of money. I did not. All I did was I bought them present of their reception dress. I kind of asked, okay, what kind of shoe? I sent them sample. And I added 40,000 naira just in case you want to buy anything extra. Because one, it was a man who saw you outside, who felt he was man enough, ready to marry, and he said, take me to your parents. So why are you going to use me to cover up the expenses of your husband, what he's supposed to be covering? And this is where, especially my people, this is where we miss it. By the time we want to be good and do it for them, the woman will your sister will get pregnant, they will have baby, then they'll call you again for hospital dischargement money. Africa, insurance is not free. You have to pay for all your treatment or whatever. And it just keep going on. You see, I know people who were here who as I sent my younger ones to school, sent them to school. Younger ones started having children. You are still here, single, broke. If I'm single and dry, no boyfriend, not even a husband. You will not be, they will start having children. You'll be buying Christmas clothes for their children. You will not be paying school fees for the children of your younger ones whom you sent to school.
Oh my.
You see the line? Until you decide to break it, those people, they don't have limit. They will not stop. They will not say you have sent enough, thank you, you continue. No. If you are not careful, you will pay their own children school expensive till they are also in the union graduate.
When those children have fathers.
Yes, because your sister has presented you to her husband as an ATM. You become the source. Even when the husband can do something before, he will be relaxed. Like the sister of my wife can always. You see, they are so bold and very confident because they know you will show up.
Right.
You will show up. Anybody who go to lie down, even if my sister have children now, the only thing I do is just call from my heart sincerely, congratulations. If I have prayer to say, I say it. If you are waiting for euro to euro, sorry, you're not there.
We really need more of you.
I don't send. No, that's the truth. Because now I have 3 children. Who are attending private school. They are still in kindergarten. But one child, I'm paying 180 euro every month for a child. So calculate that in a year for 2 children, because the small one is still not in kindergarten yet. I will pay for my children. Somebody else will expect me to come and be carrying unnecessary. No. Now, this is it. Whenever you choose to stop, they are going to start seeing you as a now staging sister who don't care anymore. So the earlier you stop, the better. Even if you drag it 100 years, whenever you stop, that name or that stigma you are running for, they are still going to use it to sew you cap. So what is the point?
So my sister
just do what you know you can do, and that's it.
My sister Harriet, you have to stop. We have someone in the comment section. She says she thought it's only her country, Uganda. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It all depends on how you want to deal with it, how you want to treat it. Like our sister is
The
saying
earlier,
here,
the
it's time
better
to draw
for
the
you.
line.
Yes. You draw the line. What I did was when I knew it was time for me to settle down, I already found somebody who I knew, okay, this relationship is going to lead to marriage. I started drawing myself back from. In fact, when I used to send every month money for feeding, because they were still all together, I used to send every month feeding money. I stopped that one. I called my mom and I said, see, I'm no longer not going to be able to be sending money every month. It could be once in 4 months, once in 3 months. Now, I was trying to avoid a situation where they will not say, it is this boy she's following now that changed my daughter. She was not like this. Again, my Nigerian sisters will understand what I'm saying. They will always stigmatize your husband or your boyfriend. You understand? And say, this is the person who changed you, or this is not the person who is taking all your money. In my case, it wasn't like that. I decided to draw back from a lot of things to avoid this person being castigated by my family as the person who is not spoiling me or who is not taking my money. So this is it. So I cut out from a lot of things before I decided to say, okay, I'm bringing a man home for marriage. So in that way, nobody could pin it on him like he's the one.
Wow.
So God bless everybody and hope we find a way out of this.
Thank you
Just so you
so
cut
much
according
for
to your
your
size. You don't have to answer yes, sir, to anybody. You don't have to. You are not Jesus Christ. You cannot die for everybody. If you choose to do it, you will break your backbone. God bless you.
Thank you so, so much. We really do appreciate you for coming and sharing this with us. Like, wow, it's not easy. And our sister Harriet said, and when you tell them to bring them also work abroad, some refuse that they mistreat us. And that is true. I had someone in the comment section saying it's because I'm selfish. I want to be the only demigod. I want everyone to look up to me. That's why for all those years I haven't brought anyone out of Africa. Guys, some people don't want to travel. Some people say what we do out here is slavery. It's mental slavery, and they don't want to be slaves. They say they don't want to be our ancestors. Our ancestors were slaves. They don't want to be slaves in another man's land. We that have decided to be slaves can travel and be slaves out there, but they want to stay back in Africa. You can go and hustle and send the money to them. They will keep consuming while you're being a slave in another man's country to make money and send to the Abba. It is not easy. It is not easy. Boy for town says, my cousin asked me for urgent 30K. When I asked what for, he wanted to take his friend out. Oh my God. You want urgent 30K to take your friend out. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Some people are just terrible out here. Do we have others in the comment section who want to come up and speak? Guys, please come up and talk to us. Come up and talk to us. Crazy things are happening out here. Oh my goodness.
Do you know the
Hello?
problem I have with Africa? Promise
Hello?
can look.
Seems like somebody is already about to talk. Let me allow him.
It's okay. You can go ahead. Mary
Okay.
says, okay.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. It's me, Promise. I'm talking from Nigeria. From
Ooh,
Dubai. Sorry. From Dubai. I'm a Nigerian.
oh, Marie Hustler is in the house.
One of the
My brother, you know, is you. These guys see us as cash cows, whereby they sent us to go and hustle for them. They don't care really. You don't even, if you try to explain to them like what's going on here, they'll be like, now you go find yourself or where others they suffer. Now no be your mates, they ride Lamborghini for the other side. What you they do? My other brother was like, guy, okay. I remember what my cousin brother called me that I should send him money. I said, what for that? He wants to celebrate his birthday. Guy, if you see the kind of stories that I'm like, you want to celebrate your birthday, almost celebrate it anyhow now. Now me go do your celebration for you. These guys knows anything is a reason to demand money from you. I have said a lot on the comments. Like one of them that was telling this guy impregnated a girl and they had to marry him up till he had 4 kids. Only to come up one that was telling me that they are about to start school. That I know now I should support him. But I said, support what? When you were doing all of that, did I?
Done for you.
Support what? When you were doing all of that, was I there? Did you call for my assistance? Small boy, I know when they gave birth to him. Baba don't give four or more. I told him, you didn't even ask whether I will even get married. You are telling me to come and care for your own kids. But this really is an eye opener for me, because growing up we used to think that uncles really are not helping. Our fathers usually spoil our mind that we have uncles but they don't want to support us, and we developed a kind of unconscious hatred to them. But now I think I understand better now that actually there are some leeches that actually you can't go and give birth to 1 million children and you are expecting one of your uncle that was meticulous to give birth to only one or two to abandon his family and start taking care of your battalion simply because you heard go into the world and multiply. That doesn't make sense. And people in one way or the other will always want to shift their responsibility to you simply because they feel you don't have any problem. Maybe in their mind, they only calculate your income. They don't know about your expenses. They feel you don't have anything to spend money on, only to make money. Your own is only let the money come, and their own is let's spend the money for you. But if you get home without anything, they will be the first people to use you as an example against others and tell, oh, if abroad is this kind of people own, I know they go, I'll be better, that kind of thing. So, man, it happens though. Imagine my pastor, just because he was calling me, I told him I was telling him the thing are not really easy over here. What the man was telling me was, it's because I'm not paying tithe. I should be sending him his tithe. I say, even as I'm here, I'm not even worshiping in the church, and you are talking about, what about the pastor I'm worshiping? What would I now be doing with this other one? I'll be working go to work now. I just looked at the hotel, I just told myself, I changed my number. Sorry?
Bro, there is another thing too. When I was still searching for a job here in the UAE, I came across
Yeah.
one. He's actually a Nigerian pastor, but he was in Ghana. So from time to
Okay.
time, this guy will message me, we will pray. And when I finally
That's
got a
it.
job, the job was not even actually a job. It was a job I was just telling myself, let me manage and do my visa change, then I'll run away and look for another job. But because while we were chatting, I told him I got a job where I'm trying to use it to support myself, do my visa change. Baba, this guy wanted to
To
get
him,
married. He called me to support him
exactly.
for his wedding. I
Exactly.
told him I don't have money. That the money I'm expecting from these people as my salary, I want to use it to do my visa change. Baba, if you know the kind of message this pastor sent to me,
That is, we know. I know
I
what
have
it will
been
look like.
praying with you. Now you don't want to support me. You don't want to. I just blocked him.
That is
Okay.
exactly a That is it. Is once you travel abroad, every Nigerian turn to your prayer warrior. That's the
Oh my
cheapest
God.
commodity everybody can provide for you. I know when I traveled out and support, when I come my own boss, I'll be hearing my brother, I'm praying for you. So we tell you I was even praying for you when you were in school, this and that. And I didn't get to know all these things. It is now that you can start more.
Hello, bro Dominic. I
Convert.
see you. Thanks for joining.
I beg they should convert all the prayers to their own success. At least
Thank you.
I can pray. I could pray myself out. You can do same too. I will encourage you morally as well. A lot people are just every means is an opportunity to cash out. To them, it is just about the cash out. And I want to correct something. There's one thing one of the guys in Qatar said I wanted to pick on. He said he believed more in logic, like he believed more in senses than because he's not spiritual. I don't know. That means I'm also kind of personal, but I've come to understand that even the Bible said, "In all your ways, acknowledge Him, for He shall direct your paths." We may know everything, and we may think we know everything, but it is who he that God favors that prospers, because in
Mm.
everything you have to involve God in, even though you believe in your senses. Even the Qatar he was using as an example. Qatar is a Muslim country, which I was also living in a Muslim country, and I know that every Muslim country pray every day. So you can't tell me they are not praying. You can't say that every day. In fact, once it is prayer time, every Muslim person in my company goes to pray once it is Friday. So you can't tell me they are not praying. No, come on, don't say that. But in that way, let religion not replace our senses. That is another thing. Even the
Mm.
Bible says, watch and pray, meaning be
I think
spiritual
that's
and
what he
also be
was actually
physical.
trying to say.
But maybe
He was
that was what he
actually
was trying
trying
to
to
say.
say we shouldn't like overshadow our sense of reasoning. and only be
with
thinking of spirituality and
yes, 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 yes.
yeah.
Well, maybe he didn't word it well, so I needed to
Mm.
correct that so that it doesn't fly as if it is.
Okay,
So that
thank
is
you
that.
so much for your contribution. We really do appreciate you. Like this thing, it's worldwide. It's worldwide. Hello, Kate Singer. We see you. Thanks for joining. It's worldwide because I mean, 90% of the comment section is you're not alone, you're not alone, you're not alone.
It's very, very bad.
Okay. See, I cannot even reply all the comments because I mean, thousands of, oh God. But you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. We just have to really draw the line and stand firm. We really need to be disciplined. If not, some of us will be going home with nothing and
Yes.
they will laugh at us.
They will use us as an example. Oh. They
Oh
will
God.
now remind themselves in the beer parlor that
No,
this
don't go
one.
far. I've been used as an example severally.
Oh, wow,
They
you
they
see.
count the number of years I've been out and they're like, what do you have? They tell me to my face. The people I know, the people who are
This is
supposed to
bad.
show me love are like, you've been
This
there
is
for how
bad.
many years? What do you have to your name?
It's still the reason
Okay.
why I always tell people fight for your own
When they
stuff.
ask me that question, because they are older than me, you know, African, I can't do or say anything. But when I am alone, all to myself, are these people supposed to be asking me this because I know what has been happening? I cannot even start listing it. But can I even do it? Because they'll ask like maybe they thought what I was giving them was tips. I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Lady Vicky. Hello, Lady Vicky. I'm doing fine. How are you doing too? Hello? For all the gifters, I appreciate you guys.
Hello.
Thank you guys so, so much. Yes, I can hear
Yes.
you now, Lady Vicky. You can
Yes. How are you? I
start by,
just saw your video.
oh my,
I
she
just
brought
saw your
you here.
video. I was listening to it, then I saw you alive. Then that's why I click
Yeah.
on it.
Oh
You
my
are
God,
not
thanks for
alone.
coming. Thanks for coming. So, are you in the diaspora?
Yes, I'm in the
Here,
US.
oh, amazing. Here we discuss about life for Africans in the diaspora. We discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we have decided that we'll expose everything. We are tired of hiding in our shells. So we just
That's
want
right.
to expose everything. We want to let them know what's happening, how we are feeling, everything in the box.
Yes. Like you say, you've been there for how many years? I've been in
Hello,
the US
sister.
for 20 years.
Oh my.
I've been in the US for 20 years. I don't have my house. But guess what? I bought a land. I'm building a house for my sister, not for myself. So you are not alone.
What?
You are not alone. Yes,
Building for your sister? But why?
I don't know. I don't know why. Because like after listening to you, I started like, wait a minute, this is a check. I should check my I have to check myself.
Yep.
They don't
Seriously, a
cash
lot
out.
of us
Oh.
are just
Like, I
we are
don't
just
know.
I'm
waking up
I'm
to
I'm
telling
a
full
lot
you,
of
of
this
things.
words.
is serious. This is serious. I have to check myself. I have to sit down a minute before
They
I
don't cash
join.
out. Oh.
And
Jesus Christ.
and once I'm listening to you guys, I'm like, this is a wake-up call.
Yeah.
We without us, they will survive. They will leave. Somebody told me you have to be selfish for
Yes,
you to be able to do your own thing yourself. If you don't have to be selfish, then you cannot make it. You cannot.
you're scaring me.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, continue. God will
Just
provide.
correct that, Lady Vicky. It's not being selfish. It's putting you as part of your priorities. You know, you have to
Yes.
care about
Yes.
yourself too and your own maybe children to come.
Yes.
A lot of things just woke up in me as well today. If you remember, Martha, I said earlier that until this, before this life, a lot of things were like sacrificial lambs and stuff. I don't know. I'll allow you to finish before I speak. Go ahead.
Lady Vicky, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have to, like, listening to you guys. I'm like, what am I doing to myself here? What am I doing to myself? And this is not my home. America is not my home. No, I have to go back home. I want to go back home. Yes, I'm comfortable here, but I need to go back home. My old age. Right now I'm 52. Yeah, at the end of the day, I want to go back. So I started asking myself, what am I doing to myself right now for me to do what I'm doing for my sister? You know. Anyway, I have to
Please,
thank you guys.
you're
I'm
welcome.
telling you. Thank you guys for this video, because the video that you made woke me up.
Lady Vicky, that
The
video,
video
I'll tell you something.
that video
Uh,
is powerful.
the video is powerful. And
Yes.
yes, I'm in the UAE, but I've not been here for those number of years, but I heard someone's story. So what I do is I tell people stories, but I personalize it. And I always try to put myself in them. So the emotion is always there. Like I carry that personality when telling that story. I'm always
Oh
very,
yes,
very
that's good.
intentional about it. If you go through my page, you realize I have several stories and I have different names. People keep asking me, I watched this video, your sister brought you to Dubai. I watched this video, your name was Leaja. I watched this video, you were like, I just have different, Gabriella, I have different names, but I'm trying to bring out a message and I'm glad it's going across. I'm glad people are understanding. I'm glad people can relate. Like, oh God,
Yes.
even in this UAE, the story was actually one. Oh God, I don't want to expose the person because if I should really call his age and the time he has been here and like what has been happening, some people can identify who he is. But I'm glad Africans are waking up. Africans in the diaspora, like, oh God,
Yes.
wow. With what you've told me, I can come up with another story. So many people will relate. I
Yes.
already have it
Yes.
already now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's well. It's
Amen.
well. It's well. Thank you so much for for this piece of information. I'm super happy about it, and I pray the day I'll be okay, in my right frame of mind, I'll come up with that story, and I'll not stop.
Okay.
'Cause all my stories,
Yes.
people
Please.
relate to them, and I keep asking myself, but why? Why is it that I can really? Let me say, I will say I impersonate the person because
Yes.
people don't believe it's not my story. All my stories, they don't believe, except when I'm using a masculine name. That's when they know it's not my story because sometimes I use John, sometimes I use the names of those people. But if I just feel like I can put myself in that situation, I give myself a female name.
Yes. You bring in healing to us. You know that.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to tell you, bring in healing to us. For us to, because I only just listened to this one video. Just this one video. I've not gone yet to the other videos. Then I feel touched. And now being here, I'm healed.
Wow.
You just woke me up for my sleep. You know,
Thank
I'm
you so much.
overwhelmed right now.
Thank you.
Trust
Thank
me.
you.
Thank
Thank God.
you.
God is the one that gives wisdom. Sometimes I make videos and I tell people wisdom is not by age. It's not by age. It comes from God and you never know. It's just to pray to be able to use it the right way.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Let's move to the next
Thank
speaker.
you.
We don't want you to be too
Okay. Well, I'll
emotional.
talk to you back. Okay.
Okay.
I'm down. I'm listening. I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Let's go back.
You're
We had
welcome.
Mr. Boy for town. He said he was going to say something after Lady Vicky.
Yeah, thank you so much, Martha, for the platform
See,
and
you
for
guys
the
are making
video.
me cry now.
It's a huge how can I put it, wake up call for everyone. You know, we you look back and you see exactly what you've been through, how much you've worked, how hard you've sacrificed yourself and what you've done so far. And when
Hmm,
you try to quantify that into your own achievements, personal, it becomes a bit embarrassing. Like you're like, where have I really reached as an individual? Meanwhile, you've been doing a lot of other things. That is noble, but you owe it to your own family, whether it's your wife and children, to also give them a better life than you had. Because what happens is when we travel abroad, we are trying to bring everyone to a certain level of,
hmm,
let's say, financial freedom. And it's like you're because you're sleeping in an air conditioned room, and then your mentality is that maybe they are suffering where they are, and any little thing you have to intervene.
hmm,
My advice or my take on this is a bit balanced. First is, you know, in the little way we want to flex, let's say we go to a nice place, a nice restaurant, and we want to take a picture and post for our friends. What happens is the people back home actually think that that is your lifestyle, that is your everyday.
hmm,
Meanwhile, that is your one time. Maybe that's the only time your day off, and maybe a bunch of friends got together and say, "Hey, let's go to Chili's, for example, or somewhere," and then somebody sees it and says, "Oh, look at where they eat. Oh, look at how they live. Look at this is where they shop." You know, so they have that mentality. Another thing is also to be able to educate your family on your plans. So you have your own future plans. Sometimes you want to bring the most important people in on that plan so that they know that, okay, for example, I'm saving, I have to take a master's course or a course down the line. It will cost me so much and I need to save for it. So that when they are asking you for funds, they know that you actually have a project in front of you. They will not be pushing you that much. Second part is you want to you want to have an onion ring system. So those who are really, really your immediate family could have, like they said before, could have access to you, and it
hmm,
would just be going like that. Those who are not really that close, maybe some extended relations, they shouldn't have that much of an access to you,
hmm,
because they will just keep asking you stuff every day, telling you things that sometimes you'll not be able to sleep as a religious person or a Christian. You'll be like, oh, this person told me that they were not well. How do I allow them sick when I actually have these funds? And that fund, that money is maybe your savings. You go and
hmm,
dip into that, and then you go and give them. Sometimes they're asking you, they're asking your other cousin in the US, they're asking this other brother in Japan or somewhere else, and then all of you would send the money, and then they have a lot of excess in their pockets to enjoy life. Meanwhile, you are actually scraping through. So I think first thing is that reduce the access, like they said before. Secondly, maybe talk to them about your project, even if it's not the immediate future. Tell them, hey, see, I'm planning to get married next year, so I'm trying to save money for that, or I'm planning to buy some property, and
But
they have to understand that.
Mr. Boy for Town,
Yes, so
what if they don't support or encourage your plans, your intentions, your dreams?
that is the standard reason I'm giving you for not sending you the money. So
Okay.
yes, so I'll tell you, hey, I told you about that land thing. I'm still
Mm,
struggling with it. It's really on my neck. I really need to be able to get something for myself. I hope you
mm-hmm.
really understand. And where I'm standing like this, I'm really struggling. So if you can really try somewhere else, that will really help all of us. I'm really struggling. Sorry.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Thank you for your contribution. I pray it works because those people, they don't even want you to have plans.
Well,
Their
if you
plans
say
are
a
most
blatant
important.
no, then you want to invite some hatred towards you. It's good to be frank, but you have to be smart about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you just say no, then it becomes like not that you don't have, but you're not
Mm.
just refusing to give me. So they
Yeah.
don't like you for that, and you know exactly how things turn out with that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your contribution. Hello, sister. I don't see your name complete, but it's Rich something.
Richer?
Hello, Sister Richard.
Yes.
Good evening
Okay.
and welcome to the live broadcast.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Please tell us where you're streaming from and then you can go ahead with your contribution.
Okay. I'm streaming from Dubai.
Oh, amazing.
One of us, welcome.
I want to contribute a little.
Okay.
When my brother was talking, I heard him saying something like, for you to be able to do something for yourself or to prevent yourself from sending them, you should tell them your intention, like you're up to doing something. My
Mm,
sister, the best thing is do not tell them your intentions, especially like you want to buy something, like maybe you want to buy property. Please don't try, don't tell them. You will never buy it. If you tell them, you will never buy it. Don't tell them. Just you yourself learn how to control yourself. Just you can try, even if it's your mom or your brother or something like that. Just advise yourself, like maybe 3 or 4 months. I can send you like maybe 2,000, and they should be able to manage within that 4 months or the 5 months until the next time that you receive. Don't make it compulsory. Every month you have to send. If not, you will go home empty hand, my sister. It's not easy. We all know how it is. When we
mm-hmm,
come out there, we are here, we come over. They say, oh, you are in abroad. My daughter is in abroad. But they don't know what we are going through. So you also have that intention. My mother, I have to, my father, my brother, my sister, you will go home empty hand. You go home empty hand. So please, the best thing is you have to advise yourself and then give yourself some intervals. Oh, maybe I can send you like 2,000. So if it's the 2,000 I'm sending within 4 months, 5 months before you will send again. You get
mm,
it? So they have to be
yeah,
able to manage within that budget. But if you do it like every month, they'll know that, oh, this month, the month has ended. Oh, this person is sick. So far as the month has ended, you bring something. You understand? And then your
yeah.
intention, please do not tell them your intentions. Do not tell them your intention, please. That one is, that one bad. I really, I beg you, seriously. As for your intention, you bring it out, you will never achieve it.
So
So
I
this is
think
all.
too, because telling them your intentions is like you're telling them, I don't even want to do this thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because the person will say, maybe I am sick and so I don't have money because I want to
But you
buy
have
this.
money to do what you want to do in the
What?
future. You don't want
I'm
to help
sick.
me now.
To bring it. I'm sick. Instead of you to bring me money, you are using the money to buy this thing. Oh, so that means that thing is important than me. This is so that one there. There's no need to tell them your intention, please. Okay, so this is all what I can say.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Richa, for your contribution. Hello, Mr. Think with me.
Hi, Martha. How are you?
Thanks for
Nice to see
joining
you once
again.
again.
I'm fine. How are you
It's
too?
always a pleasure. Very
Mm,
good, very good. I hope all is well. Keep up the good work. I always keep
mm,
telling you that
mm.
what you're doing is a life-changing event. So keep it up.
Like I felt
Yeah,
it
well,
today. You've been saying it. You've been saying it, but today it really hits me. Like our sister said something here, and I was just like, "Oh my God."
that's good. Now,
Mm,
for the guys that have just come in, I wish they would follow us from the beginning. Martha, you
mm,
remember last week our discussion? You also remember this one guy who was in Norway who was discouraging our brothers and sisters from coming to
yes,
Europe or for coming to the
yes,
diaspora?
yes.
Remember that I gave him a piece of my mind
Mm,
and I was really against him?
mm-hmm.
Martha, forgive me to divert off a little bit the topic, but just bear with me because I'm trying to make a point which some people who are here before will understand.
Okay.
Martha, if you've seen the news, one of our Nigerian brothers who is in the UK
Mm-hmm.
went
I have
went on
seen.
live TV, okay, on a TV that is watched internationally, locally, globally by the president, by the
Yes,
senates, by
yes,
judges, by lawyers, by
wait,
everybody,
wait.
okay, and this guy with his own mouth, with his dark skin, with the fact that he is still a diasporan, he openly told a white man that the Africans that come through school visa, okay, that they use that route not to go to school or to get education, but they use it to find their way to Europe, to US, to UK. Quite specific, they find their way to those countries. And he is telling this white man as if it is a shock. This is the same guy on his own platform. He keeps telling people, showing them ways of coming to the UK. Now, because he's before a white man on national TV, he is now a hypocrite. I would call him, allow me to call him a Judas.
No,
This
it's
fucking
true.
Judas
It's
went
true.
on live TV and for 1 second he forgot he was African. For one fucking second, excuse my language because I'm very angry. For one fucking second, he forgot that right now he's in the UK, but he will have kids. He has brothers, he has family, he has cousins, he has other people that are of his same skin color. This crazy guy forgets that the Europeans or the gays in the UK do not differentiate between a black Nigerian and a black Ugandan. This guy has basically destroyed the whole of the African continent for diasporans, one, who are genuinely willing to go to the UK and travel and work or another life or and even study. I personally have done so many UK courses. Like an HSC officer, we do NIBOSH, we do diplomas all the way from the UK, but online. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Just because we cannot afford the show money and we cannot afford the time off the job, and then you go back to the UK, then you start reading and all those things. Many people actually go there to study. In my country, we have so many doctors, engineers, and lawyers who have actually had their degrees from the UK. Now, this asshole of a Judas went on live TV and disgraced the whole continent. Martha, you see these things that I keep telling you? We need to
Mm.
have these discussions, and these crazy people that, like the guy who was here before, preaching this silly gospel of you need to put up your funeral before you travel.
Before you
Yet
travel.
he's in that country. These
Mm.
people that discourage people from coming to the diaspora because they have themselves failed. I have seen this guy's video apologizing. He's a
Yeah, I
loser,
saw
he's a
it too.
failure, seated in his one-room apartment, probably in a brothel or in the rejected, poverty-stricken areas in the UK, and he's busy apologizing on his funny laptop and his webcam with his funny clothes. He's living a miserable life. He's a pauper. He has no qualification. I'm sure he can never be a doctor or a lawyer or anything decent. He's a loser who has managed to get a stay in the UK.
But you know,
He
he was
is
not
the
the
guy
only
now
one
who
that was
is...
interviewed. Huh? There was
No,
another
my
Nigerian
point is...
medical doctor that was interviewed, and that guy defended Africans very well.
Dr.
I
Emeka.
don't know where they took this guy from.
See, Martha, for me, my point is I never want to talk about people who are shining because let them shine. I want you to shine. Martha, if you're doing something good for the continent, I want you to shine. I'll not even talk about you. I don't want to talk about the doctor. I want to talk about these hypocrites and ministers. These are the same people you find in Abu Dhabi committing crime, refusing to adjust and change their lives, tarnishing the image of the many. You understand? So these topics that we keep having are really, really important because somehow we get to know who the Judas is amidst us. I keep telling people every now and then that for as long as you're an African, it doesn't matter. Once your African brother is throwing out garbage, he's speaking nonsense, we need to reject these people. We need to give them a piece of our mind and we need to find ways of destroying them for the sake of the other people, for the sake of the continent.
Yeah.
If one person is acting shady, not living up to the standard, acting immature, disrespectful, and stupid, that person, they look at him as Africa. They do not look at him as Martha or as me or as Nigeria. No, they look at all black people as Africa. Really, guys, we need to start isolating people like this that tarnish the image of their continent because of their own selfish gains. Okay, you're going to get a couple of likes for only 1 week, 2 weeks. How much is YouTube now paying for 100,000 viewers? You not get more than $25, but you're selling out your own people, the future of your children and your children's children. It means from today the embassy is going to be more tight
Yeah.
on Africans that are coming to the diaspora, on student visas, and it will also affect the UAE. You can hear now also the UAE is starting to seize off visit visas, all because of a few rotten tomatoes amidst us. Do you see now? This is why we keep saying that we as Africans, wherever we are, we must shine. You must live by example, not only for you, but for the sake of the people behind you, the people who come after you, your children, your great, 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 great grandchildren. For an African man to think that he needs to stand low before a white man who is working on a TV earning a salary, who really wishes you were not in his country, and you're busy bending low, kissing this man's ass who does not really care about you. Martha, these things that we keep talking about are really important. I'm very sorry for diverting off the topic,
No,
but our African
it's
brothers
okay.
need to
It's okay.
understand this.
It's
We
okay.
need to
It's
understand
okay
all
you
these things.
talking
Now,
with me.
these same people, you understand, are the people who
Mm.
have failed in life and who are discouraging others. Now,
Yeah.
how is it going to blend in with your current topic? Your current topic, I hear you people talking about your money and the people back home. Mother, the truth of the matter is, for as long as you take a flight and fly to a different country, the mindset of the people are you're going to pick money from trees. If there are no trees in the UAE, you're going to scratch money from the sand. This is their mindset. The funny thing with African people, I do not know who told you, I'm talking to diasporans, I do not know who told you that you should bring them money. Who among the people on this live, who sent you for money? Tell me. Who sent you that Martha, get this ticket, get this visa, come to UAE, knock on Sheikh Khalifa's palace and ask him for money and then bring it back home to Cameroon? Who sent you? Who took you there? Who asked you to bring people money? As far as I know, a person will suffer, look for money, look for a visit visa, come to the UAE with only a two months money for bed space, hustle for food, look for a job for himself. Now that you came for yourself, among the people you left home, these are the same people who took pieces of your hair and took them to a juju man to curse you. Among them are people who don't wish you well. Among them are your exes, your ex-boyfriends. There is no few ex-boyfriends wish their ex-girlfriends well. Among them are your ex-girlfriends. When you break up with them, they'll say, you'll never make it. I swear to God, thunder strike you. These are the people you left back home. Now, when you come here, they're busy sending you a WhatsApp message, or hi, or we miss you. My dear, everybody in Africa will always miss you if you're in diaspora. Every child in diaspora will always be their mother's favorite. You know, my daughter, or you're my favorite daughter, you're my favorite son. Everybody in the diaspora, they're always praying for us. Even your fake pastor who kept telling you to bring your tithe and offering in the church will be among those that are saying we prayed for you. There will be those prophets of doom who keep saying, I dreamt. The Lord showed me this. The Lord showed me when you're contributing 1 million naira or something for the church. The Lord told me this. Before you in Cameroon, suffering with poverty, struggling, you have no food, you're educated, you have papers, your government cannot support you. Why didn't this fake pastor why didn't God talk to this fake pastor? Why were people not praying for you? What happened to all these? You're my favorite son, you're my favorite daughter. I know parents who openly tell their children, my daughter, you're a loss. If I had given birth to a jackfruit, we would eat and enjoy. If I had given birth to a cocoa tree, maybe I would sell some cocoa. I know parents who said that in front of their children. You understand? Now,
Yeah, the
you
truth.
guys who are in the diaspora, why did you send your money back? Who sent you for this money? If you have children, I understand. I, for one, I'll give you an example. There's a time I called one of my relatives, okay, and when I said bye, he forgot to press the hang up button. This is a conversation I had. I had sent this guy 500 dirham. He had to top up for some issue. I don't remember what. It was about land, and he needed 500 dirham for documents. This is what I had on the phone. Can you imagine this fool? This fool thinks he made it in life. Can you imagine? Out of the 3 million, 3 million in my country is 3,000. Out of the 3 million, he has only sent me 500,000. 500,000 is an equivalent of 500 dirham. Can you imagine he has only sent me this? This stupid fool. I don't know. When people go abroad, they think they're important. They think now they don't care. And can you imagine this guy was here recently? He was nothing. I don't understand these guys. I wish he could take back his money. I had all these things on phone. From that day, I said, okay, no problem. No one sent me for money. Let me make my money and go back home. One thing you guys should know, you will never satisfy a person back home.
Never.
Even if you sweat blood and send all your money, you will never satisfy people back home. You will
Never.
never satisfy your parents. And let me tell you, let me get this thing clear. I know some people may not agree. The thing is, you don't really need to give your parents money. When your father was busy talking to your mother and seducing her behind the cocoa plantation or behind the trees and sleeping and having sex with her, you were not involved. They did not discuss and ask you before you were born that should we give birth to you. When a parent takes care of a child, it is not for payback. It is not an investment that you should pay back tomorrow when you make profits. It is a responsibility. When I'm taking care of my children, when I'm sending school fees, when I'm doing all these things for them, I don't do them so that when they become 18 and above or 20 or 30, then they will also buy me sugar, they will buy me bread. No, I do it because it is my responsibility. I brought them in this world. They did not consult. I did not ask of them. It is my responsibility. Mark, get me right. I am not saying don't give your parents money. I am saying
Yes.
it is not an obligation. It is courtesy. There's a difference between courtesy and obligation. Courtesy, it means you're a child, you kind of have to give your parents something, kind of, from the bottom of your heart. But obligation means you must do it. This is not the case. You don't have to give anybody money. Now, the last thing as I conclude, guys, you don't have money that is adequate enough to take care of you and your problems, later on to take care of other people's problems. Last time, Matt, I told you, you're not Jesus. People need to stop acting like Jesus. Jesus himself, the Son of God, was beaten seriously because of trying to impress people. This guy fed them, he gave them bread, he prayed for them, he performed miracles, he did all these things, and these guys still beat him and crucified him on the cross. Now here you have Martha, who is a sinner, trying to act like Jesus in a group of people who don't wish her well. You'll be surprised that even the little money you send, they are taking it to a juju man so that he can kind of spice you, so that as you sleep, you keep dreaming of giving money to that person. They will take this money to the fake prophets and pastors, and they say, man of God, oh man of God, pray for me. I have my this person in the diaspora, she's called Martha. I need favor. You will get favor. Then this fake girl will start prophesying. I see favor. All the people that are in diaspora will look for you. They will deal with you. I see these kind of things on TV and I laugh. These are the people we're dealing with. Please keep your money. First and foremost, your money is not that much. It has not solved your own problems. You're still a cleaner. You're still getting 1.5. You're still getting 2,000. You're still getting 3,000. You have bed space. You're still fighting with the government anytime they can block CVs and visas. You're still struggling with life. You're not yet on a salary where they give you 20,000 and you don't even need to go to the ATM. The company is giving you accommodation. You sleep like dogs. You're a housemaid. You don't have a time off. You don't get gratuity. You don't have rights. Your boss has your passport. When the woman goes to the city, the man in the house wants to sleep with you. The baba will fuck you. His son will fuck you. His camel will fuck you. Then you're busy sending your 700 dirham to your mother. On top of all those problems, are you crazy? Are you okay? What's your problem? Who is bewitching you? Guys, keep your little money, better yourself. Take courses, upgrade, enjoy yourself. Take yourself out to KFC, eat your money if need be. If you have children, please take good care of your children, give them a better life. But you do not owe anybody your money. You do not owe anybody your life. Guess what? When you die, I've seen scenarios, people have died. When you die, the HR will look for your next of kin, they will call them. These people will do everything. Martha, have you noticed that these crazy people back home will do anything possible when you're dead? They'll get a ticket, they'll get a visa, they'll come to your HR will give them your compensation.
It happened to one Cameroonian guy. The guy went to Cameroon for vacation, came back, and after about 3 weeks, he died here in the UAE. Trust me, the mom came here. The mom came
Do you
here
know?
because the company asked her to come. Oh God, oh God, oh God,
I
oh
know,
God.
I have seen, I'm telling you things that I have seen. Martha, do you know that people are willing to contribute for your coffin? They're willing to contribute for the food on your burial ceremony. People
Yeah,
cherish people when they are dead more than when they are alive. So why are you wasting your time? Instead of living, you're wasting your time trying to impress others. Why are you impressing them? For what benefit? You're breaking your back. You're in a foreign
I'm
country.
telling you,
You
I'm
yourself,
telling
you
you.
have nothing. You've not bought land. You've not built a house. You've not done anything for your children. They're still in lower primary. You have university. You have all these expenses, and you're busy sending the little coins that you have to people that are not appreciative.
I'm telling
Why?
you.
Like, guys, I gave you an example last time. Elon Musk has over 130 something billion dollars. In the world, we are now almost 11 billion. Matt, I asked you last time, Elon Musk, why can't he give each one of us 1 billion? And then you'll have a balance of 120 something billion. He'll still be a billionaire, even if he
Mm,
gives each one of us 1 billion. But why hasn't he given anyone money? How many rich people do you see giving out money? How many times have you seen Sheikh Hamdan giving out money? How many times have you seen Sheikh Zaid giving out money? Do you have more money than him? Now poor you with your 3,000 dirham, working security 12 hours a day. You're busy dashing out money. Okay, okay. Let us see now who is the fool. The rich people don't give out money. The poor man is giving out money. Do you see why the confusion is? Do
mm,
you see that there's a reason why we are still poor? We are still operating on feelings or on emotions, or what will my brother think? What will my elder sister think? Or I don't want them to
mm,
feel bad. I need to impress. Impress who? Instead of
mm.
impressing God, you're busy impressing man. God is only
Okay.
happy with people who progress and make their lives better. Don't try and be a Jesus. Live your life,
Mm.
enjoy your money. Make this country your home. Last time, Matt, I told you, this is your time to conquer. Do your best. Do your best and live your life, because you only get to live this life once. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Think with me. Whenever you come, like the environment is always different. Guys, I'm sure you guys have tested him today. He's
Yeah,
amazing. He's a
no, he's
wonderful
an
speaker.
amazing guy. Like,
I'm telling you, like every day, whenever he comes, it's always different. It's different. And I always extract his speech and repost it. I encourage everyone to check our page. Like my entire page is all about life for Africans in the diaspora. We talk about different things. When we come live like this, I download it and put it on my YouTube. We just share everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like I said in the beginning, we don't leave anything because in the process we are all learning. And whenever I'm inspired, that's when I come with those monologues. I come up with those stories when the inspiration
Yeah.
Yeah.
fresh and everything.
Oh, I wanted to.
So
I have some question I wanted to ask. Think with me. Yeah. He
go
like.
ahead and ask, please.
Yeah. So the basis of my question is like to get more understanding from him or something like that. He seems to be somebody who have been in this land for a long time or something like that. Because having the wisdom he is having must require you to have been here for some time, and you must have been a victim of the circumstances, and then you learn from it. That is just my thought about him. So I wanted to ask him, like, because most cases this money we send back home for like some kind of saving, you know, because we have the tendency of if you have like 10,000 dirham, 5,000, 20,000 dirham in your account, you tend to like misbehave and maybe you spend the money wrongly or something. Yeah. So what I want to get from him is from the point of saving this money, what are his advice on how to like handle this money, on how to make sure that this money is not wrongly spent, and so on and so forth. Because what he said is perfectly correct, but I have some belief that 50% or if not 60% of people who want to listen to him want to do exactly what he is saying. But now the outcome of holding back, not sending back home, may become more disasters. Like at the end of the day, you're going home with nothing. You know, we have crazy people back home there that they do crazy things, and but we have some others too also who help you to save the money that you've been dancing up and yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm like trying to get his point, his view in on how if you happen to keep this money with you, what will you go or what you should do with it, something like that.
Okay, Val, that's a very good question. God bless you. It's always good that somebody pays attention and they get to ask questions. Matter people like this shows that they're willing to make a difference. They're willing to see change. So, brother, God bless you and thank you. Okay, first and foremost, from your question, we need to. I wanted to first get this thing clear. Home. People always say back home. Brother, one thing that I've seen in this life and from my experience, home is where you make it. Home is a place where you're loved, where you're encouraged, where you're cherished, where you find peace. Home is not a location that for example, me, I'm from Uganda. I don't really need to say that Uganda is home as a matter of location. Okay. So let's get this thing clear that home is where you make it. Where anywhere you can be, you can make home. Okay. Now, regarding your saving, even if you send money back home in your savings, if you don't have the discipline of saving, because saving is a discipline, it is not an action that I'm keeping money in a wallet or somewhere. This is the experience I have seen in my place of work. Our cleaners, they're Bengalis. I'll give you an example. My cleaner that sells me credit, who used to sell me credit, these Etisalat scratch cards, every time he comes to sell to me credit, he opens his wallet. Brother, I tell you that in this Bengalis wallet, he'll be having not less than 15 or 20,000. These guys have a perfect discipline. They save money in his wallet. He'll be having 20,000 in his wallet. A Bengali is a guy you will call to do for you something and you only give him 5 dirham. He's okay with it. He will add it onto the 20. My point is saving is a discipline. I don't know if it makes sense. It doesn't matter where you save your money. If you don't have the discipline of saving, even if you send it to Nigeria, because you don't have the discipline, you will still somehow send somebody to withdraw it for you and send it to you. Or you'd still dash it out to do things that are totally useless. or your mother is sick, you still send from your account. Or we have a birthday, you still send. Or this our one of these, these ex-girlfriends of ours who get to know we're in diaspora, then all of a sudden they fall in love. Anytime your ex knows you're in diaspora, she will be very much in love with you. So they keep sending you honey this, honey that. The next thing you do, you open up your phone and your WhatsApp, she has sent you her breast. So that you can send her 100 dirham. If you don't have the discipline, you will still send that crazy person money. So brother, money saving is a discipline. In UAE, you can save your money. The last time I sent money back home was in 2016. I have accounts in UAE. Brother, let me tell you, in UAE, you do not have the money that would fill an account. No bank has ever called me and said, you know what, Bahati, you have too much money, please reduce some and keep it in another account. No. You can open a free account. There's Live, there's ADCB. ADCB doesn't even require a salary certificate. You can open Emirates NBD. All these banks, you can open free bank accounts and deposit your money and keep it there. Banks here even have fixed deposit. You can fix deposit for 6 months, for 1 year, for 2 years, and you even get interest in your money. Okay, when you keep your money with you, brother, this is what we say. It doesn't make sense for you to have 10,000 dirham when you're a security guard. No offense, I'm just giving a general example. It doesn't make sense for you to have 10,000 dirham when you're a security guard working 12 hours a day, struggling, living miserably. Yet you can get that 10,000, go and do a welding course, and become a certified welder and start earning 4,500 in the oil and gas industry. Or you can do assistant nurse plus medical coding, and you certify with American Medical Certificate Corporation. Then you go and work in NMC, you go and work in Bujil as an assistant nurse or a caregiver and earn 4,500, and you're working only 8 hours a day. What I'm trying to say, for you to have 10,000 with hopes that you will buy land or you will do something with it, invest in yourself. Okay, if you don't want to invest in yourself, please keep your money with you, because things can change. Brother Val, as you're in the UAE, a good deal will come and there's a pathway to Australia, and it requires all this money. The struggle of retransferring back your money back to the UAE is a problem. Yet, if you have a good bank statement, there are so many benefits you can get. You can get a driver's license. These days, a driver's license is like a bonus. So, I don't mean to sound in any particular way, but keep your money with you. Your money, cash is king. When you have money, there are so many things you can use it with. You see, there is more land than money. Land will not expire. Every day there's someone buying, every day there's someone selling. I have seen, brother, I'm telling you, if I can tell you how many fake plots of land I have bought, all in the name of trusting. Even some, I really trusted them and they're genuinely good people. But the people they dealt with to purchase for me this land were the con artists, were the con men. Buying things on remote is very difficult. If I told you the small house that I was trying to build for my mother, if I showed you the pictures that they sent me, you will not believe that the house that I got to see was a different kind of house. So all these things I'm telling you, I have seen and gone through. There is no rush to keep your money back home. Keep your money with you. The discipline is all about selfness. If you cannot control your own money, it doesn't matter where you keep it. Even if you bury it in the ground and you put concrete, when you need to spend that money, you'll find yourself breaking the concrete and spending this money. There is nothing back home that is so enticing for you to keep your money there. That's why my advice is, I would prefer that, please, brother, make this place your home. When your mindset treats UAE like your home, blessings are going to come your way. I learned these things, Martha, from the Philippines. These Philippines, when they come here, they turn this place into their home. They will live the same way they would live in Philippines. The same way you would live in Nigeria or in Cameroon or in Uganda is the same way you live here. If you want to go to club and dance in Nigeria, go to club and dance in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi. If you want to go and chill with your friends like you would do in Uganda, do the same. Live your life here because this is where you are. Let us stop treating UAE like a prison where we just come for a certain period of time and then go back home. This thing that they call home, which I don't even agree with, let us treat this place like home. The blessings will find us.
Hmm.
I make sense, brother.
You did.
Yeah,
You
you
did.
answered very good. You did
Okay.
answer.
Thank you
Very
so much for coming with me. We really do appreciate you. Always we appreciate your presence. And I believe Mr. Bag, your question has been answered.
Yeah, yeah.
We have our sister here. Hello, Sister Jelovette.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Great, great. Thank you so much for joining us. Please tell
Oh,
us
no
what your
problem. You guys have been dropping some gems, and I just wanted to add my little 2 cents because I lived in the UAE for 7 years, and I left my 2 sons back here in America. My youngest son was going to be a senior in high school when I left, and I asked him, did he want to come with me because my company was paying for him to travel with me. And he said no. And I'm glad he didn't because he was able to keep his scholarships for college. But I want to say that as a single parent and me leaving my kids here, I would have never left them if they weren't responsible young men, if I didn't expect them to do exactly what they were supposed to do. And with that, we have family that lives all around us. I could get to somebody's house in less than 5 minutes. And I can count on one hand with 3 fingers down how many of them came to check on them. Even though they're good kids, but I'm out of the country. Come and see if everything's all right. I'm just checking on you. But those same people had the unmitigated gall to reach me by social media and ask me for money. Yes. I'm like, but you won't even go around the corner. Listen, I own 3 homes, and one of them had tenants. My sons live in one, and my brother live in another. You didn't even volunteer to cut the grass. Nothing, but you would ask for money. I blocked them. I blocked them because, and my youngest son, the one he finished high school, he finished all 4 years of college. He graduated debt free because I paid that tuition every semester with no one's help. So people will drain you. They will try to get what they can get out of, but not pour into you, not pour into my kids. So you have to look out for yourself. My time over there allowed me to travel to so many different countries, but most importantly, to save my money for my family. And when I say my family, I mean me and my 2 sons. So just like everybody else said, you're not being selfish. You have to look out for you because people will take every single thing that they can get. Yeah, so with that, I miss the UAE and I'm trying to go back because that was some good money that I made, so. But just like everybody else said, you can save and look out for you, put up for you, or maybe your immediate family, your mother or something, but not too much now. You got to look out for yourself. And I'm glad that I did that. And I felt no way about blocking people. They still block to this day. Still no access. Because it was selfish of them not to even look out for my. It'll take me a full 24 hours to get back home in case of an emergency, and you wouldn't come 5 minutes up the street to see about my son. No, absolutely not. So look out for yourself sometimes. That's not selfish, that's preservation.
Hmm.
That's what that is. That's all. I just wanted to add my little 2 cents. I miss the UAE. I hope it's treating y'all right, you know.
He's missing you too. Thank you so much for your contribution. Which
You're
is not
welcome.
right. It's not being selfish. Oh my God, I love that. Okay.
Preservation.
Thank you so, so much for your contribution. The
You're
next person
welcome.
we have is hello, Mr. Olufunke. Hello,
Yeah, I'm Miss Olufunke. Hello, good evening, everyone.
good evening to you and welcome. Please,
Yes.
and your contribution.
I love your program. I was just seeing live. I was just listening to you, and I saw this face on Facebook. So I
Mm.
just said, let me listen to it. Yeah, I said, let me listen to you, and I was really touched because this man, I don't know the name. It's so he
Think,
spoke perfectly. Yeah, he's so brilliant. He's so brilliant.
yeah.
And why I keep listening to him is that talk about upgrading ourselves
Mm.
and making this country our home. Yes, I really love that, and I base some of my life talking to we Africans and how we can upgrade ourselves in this country. I came into UAE 2019 from Nigeria. I left my kids back home, and I came here. I came to struggle so that I can take care of my home, my family. But I know when I came in, I got my first job as a assistant class teacher. And you know what? I upgraded. I did some courses. Even though before leaving Nigeria, I had HND food science tech. I was a food technologist. But
Okay.
because I was working now, I got a job in UAE as a teacher, assistant class teacher. I did a lot of courses, shadow teaching course, ABA. I did my degree, psychology. Now my master will be ready. So when I heard him say, "Make this country your home," now I'm here in UAE with my children. I have my peace. I came in 2019, and I know a lot
God
of
bless you,
African
sister.
here.
God bless you.
I know a lot of African here. All they do is okay, we are working in one company. Their salary is 2,500, 4,500, and they are just there. They don't want to upgrade. They don't want to upgrade. They don't want to do some social courses to upgrade themselves. I started receiving 2005 in this country, but those my friends that we were together, some of them are still receiving 2005, some 3005. But to the glory of God, I can pay four of their salary, 4 months, 1 month, I can pay them, four of them today. How? No magic, nothing. Only I did this course, did this, did that, and I put myself up there. So I don't know. So many people, you are what to say. All you need is positive. You have to be positive. You have to say good thing. When I was coming to UAE, people were saying, UAE is a land of slavery, is this. I don't believe in them. I have people in Canada were saying, why are you in Dubai? Why are you? But I thank God I'm here. I can say, but I'm here with my children. They are in school and I'm working. I'm a teacher and I can boldly tell people that no matter what, all we need is to be positive and upgrade ourselves. Upgrade yourself. Take care of yourself. I so much love what this guy was saying, Mr. Think me. You are so perfect. You are so brilliant. You are so brilliant. May God continue to give you wisdom. That is all. You've said it all. Take care of yourself. I met a lady also from Cameroon. We were together once. She was telling me she want to go back because they cancel her. I said, don't go back home. You will travel home, not up to 1 year. People were celebrating you. And sister, you are welcome. You are building house in Cameroon. I said, don't go back home. She said, no. I said, let's pray together. No, don't go back home. When she traveled, I don't know. But now she's regretting her life back home. To come back is not easy. Yeah, she's a nurse. She was a nurse here.
She
So
chooses to
I
go.
yeah. So I don't know what we all need is we take care of ourselves. Let's be positive. Make this place our home.
Mm-hmm.
Make this place our home, and let's try to upgrade ourselves. You're working as security, as cleaner, fine, good. You can from there. You want to work as cleaner for life? No. Try to do some short courses and this and that. Where I'm working now, one cleaner from Sierra Leone was talking to me. Miss, how can I be a teacher? How can I be this? I said, do this, do that. But you know what? I don't know what happened to our African. I so much make her comfortable. I told her, you can do this course. You have your this, you have this. She said, yes, okay. Do this course. I'll put you through, even if you don't have all the money. Just pay 200 dirham until you finish. You can't be a cleaner for life. How much is your salary? She said 1,000. 1,000? How many years? So you know what? After that, she refused to talk to me. She refused to give me feedback. And she's the one that came to me to ask me, Miss, how can I be this? How can I want to be a teacher? I want to be this, even if a shadow teacher and all that. But after I spoke with her and I make her so comfortable, I promised her, okay, you can do it, you can do that. She didn't talk to me again about it. So how can you talk, I don't know. So we African, we need to like make this country our country. We need to upgrade ourselves. Who told you you cannot do? You can have your degree in this country. You can have your masters. I was telling someone as I'm very soon. I'll have my PhD. Yeah, I'm going to have it. Get it in this country. So you are what you think. I don't know. My father will say that your will is your power. What you see, you become it. What you see, you become it. So this is my first time of coming to your life. I was like, no, let me just, I love what I'm hearing, and I'm very, very happy. And about pastor of a thing, listen, in this country, I'm still going to church. In fact, we are planning how to do our children a celebration this Sunday. I'm one of the children teacher in the church, but let me tell you something. I'm very wise. I know what I'm doing. I work in Nigeria for so long, paying my tithe. In fact, I sold 18-seater bus to God, pay my tithe, to do this, do this, do that. I sold my freezer, the best freezer. I said, I want to give it to God. At the end of the day, sometime I had a problem during this period. I was in the church. I went to the church with my car, no fuel, believing God. When I get to church, I will talk to one of our leaders in the church. They will give us money to buy fuel to go get back home. Nobody gave us money in the church. We have to struggle and beg people on the road. Then I was like, no, I'm paying my tithe. I sold this, sold that, telling God, God, I want to change. Now I'm in a little problem to buy fuel in my car. Nobody can render help to me in the church. They were telling me to go back to my zone and meet my pastor. So when I came into this country, let me just be sincere. I go to church. If you are a member of my church here, and no problem, it's okay. I will just say this here. I know how I manage my life. I don't pay my tithe. I don't pay my tithe. I use my tithe to help people. If I want to help people, I take care of myself. My children are in this country. They are going to school. I take care of my home. I take care of myself, because salvation is a personal race. It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. In heaven, no one will tell you, are you a pastor? Are you a bishop? Are you a worker? You work for God. It's a personal thing between you and God. So I don't know. Even my pastor is here. Let him know. I don't care. I came here to struggle and take care of myself. When I was in Nigeria, one of my sister-in-law is in Canada. So he was sending cars. He was sending cars to us. They just discovered that, oh, my company, we have like 30 million worth of car. They wanted to change my position in the church. Anytime I go to the church, they ask me to go to the front. Yeah. Before, nobody wants me to sit at the front. Then I said, never, I will never sit at the front. Because of that, I will go to church very late so that I will sit very far. So that they won't push me. So this life, I don't know. Wisdom is a principal thing that is, if you're a child of God, you must be wise. If you don't know things, pray to God to help you. Ask Holy Spirit. Don't go to no Baba, no Mama, no Papa, no Mama, nothing. Everyone, we are a vessel. God is with everybody. No, no, God doesn't have favorite. We are all child of God. You want God to speak to you in your room, in your house. Have a quiet time with God. Praise God. Pray to Him. He will answer you. He's everywhere. He's
Thank you
everywhere. So that is just what I can say. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
so much, Mrs. Olufunke. Like, you are super amazing. You, Mr. Think with me. In fact, all the speakers of today, you guys, oh my God. I appreciate you all for coming. I appreciate you all for blessing us with the words of encouragement and wisdom. Wow, wow, wow. Like, you guys are giving me reasons to stay on this platform. Usually we come 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UAE time, but I've not been able to leave you people. I've not been able, I'm still here because I don't even know how I can stop. I really do appreciate you, Mrs. Olufunke, for coming and for blessing us. Hello, Mr. Richman.
Yeah.
Mm, see,
How are
this
you?
account says you are a blessing. Your name is really gift. See, I realized my name should be gift, and I gave myself gift in I guess that was 2014. My father, like, we had our, this open kitchen outside. Let me tell you guys this short story. And my father always sits in front of our door, and he looks at us in the kitchen, and he will be like, each and every one of us as humans, we have a gift, we have a talent. So he keeps repeating it, that whenever we are praying, the first thing we should ask God for is wisdom. Wisdom to be able to identify our talents. So one day that thing got into me, and I started asking myself, if I have a talent, then my name should be gift. Then I went straight to Facebook and changed my name. I added gift to matter. It became matter gift. And ever since then, I haven't changed. I have been known as matter gift all my life since 2014. So I just maintain that. And whenever I'm praying for anything, I pray first for wisdom. Because he says wisdom comes along everything. Whatever you need is in wisdom. So I always pray for wisdom. And I really believe it's working for me. We have another person here, Mr. Richman. Hello, Mr. Richman.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming. Please tell us where you're streaming
Yeah.
in your contribution, because we need to round up. Like I said, we are usually live 2 hours every Wednesday and Friday for 7 p.m. UAE time. But today we have added.
Yeah, I'm from Ghana. Yeah, I'm from Ghana.
We are glad to have you, Mr. Richman. You can
Yeah.
do your
I
contribution.
just want to I just want to say a little add up to your post. I may say in our life, or wherever we come from, or any family that we come from, there's particular one person who is a sacrificial person for the family. In the sense that we can't see things going wrong, they will sit down to play careless. At
Mm,
least you feel touched about what is going on. I'm also the same like you. I look up to family more than myself. Sometimes I don't have money even to eat, but when I try to support whatever I have and I give out. Sometimes
mm,
I even sleep empty stomach. So I always say I can't deny this. I can't deny it. When they call me at dawn, anytime, even when I'm driving, I need to park and do whatever I can do because there's no one to call on except me. So I pray to God. I pray to God. Whatever I'm doing, I'll never be a failure because I know when I also fail them, then there's a disgrace. So what you said on your post, it really touched me, and also to contribute to you that don't feel like it's a pressure on you. You are
mm.
the pillar of the family. So when you fall, that means it's a disgrace.
So always keep praying. Whatever you keep doing, God will also support you, give you strength and wisdom to live your life. Never listen to any bad comment from anywhere. Don't do it. No, just do what you can do. And always, you never lack. But when you want to think of the other side, maybe I don't think you can complete your tax. So it's a tax given you by nature. You don't know. So don't feel like you are done. You can't be done because you can't complete it. I also have the same thing. I'm going to the same thing. I'm going to the as I'm talking to you, I'm going to the same thing right now. I'm in your shoes. I'm in your shoes. So please never give up. Never ever give up.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Appreciate you for the contribution and the way you approach. Hello, Dewan. Hello, Dewan.
Hello.
Hello, Sis
Hello.
Betonia. Hello, Sis Betonia.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. I'm calling from America, but I am originally from Haiti. And I just want to let you know this is not an African thing. Even the Caribbean has this problem as well. Any person you know who is from Haiti can tell you their whole life, all their money always goes back home. We almost do nothing for ourselves because at a young age we were told if you have an opportunity to leave, you are obligated to help your family. And not simply help, but you must take care of them for as long as you have an opportunity to live overseas. I wrote a little bit earlier today. I don't know if you saw my comment, but I wrote that about a year and a half ago, after supporting my biological mother for years, being the only one who financially took care of her, of all her children, she told me that you don't do anything for me. And I remember it was on New Year's, I think 2021 or 2020, and she said that, and she's like, you don't do anything for me. You don't take care of me. After me spending years of being her only financial support. And I remember thinking to myself, what was it all for? Why was I sending everything that I have to her to take care of her, for her to say something so cruel to me? And I remember, like, it's been a year and a half and I still haven't been able to forgive her. But it did open my eyes. It doesn't matter how much you give. It doesn't matter if you give everything. One day that same person can look you in your face and say, you've done nothing for me. And it was at that point that I realized, all right, I'm going to save my money. I'm going to keep my money for myself. I'll go on vacations. I'll splurge. I'll buy nice stuff. Because at the end of the day, you'll never remember what I did for you. My own mother, who birthed me, said that to me. So this is not just an African thing. It's for the whole diaspora. The Caribbean is suffering from it as well. We almost have nothing to show for it. Our bank accounts are almost empty because we send everything home, and those same people will look at you and say, what have you done for me? And it's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
So I just wanted to call and say that you are not alone. You are not selfish. I've been a year and a half where I've decided to be selfish. If that's what we call it, then for a year and a half, I have now become selfish. For a year and a half, I have kept my money. For a year and a half, I only spend my money on me because for years, I gave everything just to be told that you do nothing for me. So anyway, that's all I called to say. So I love your program and I love watching you.
Thank you so much, Sister Betonia. We appreciate you for coming and for sharing the words of encouragement and your experience. Really do appreciate you and all the guests we've had today. Like, I am grateful. I am glad I have you all here to support me on this journey. We'll keep talking, we'll keep encouraging ourselves, and we'll keep pushing ourselves to do better, to grow, to develop. Let's take the last speaker. Done one. So we can do. Mr. Don Juan.
So,
Hello.
good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome. Please tell us your name, where you're streaming
Yeah,
from, and your contribution.
oh, okay. I'm Don One X and I'm chatting from Saudi.
Oh, amazing. We are glad to have you today from Saudi Arabia. Today we've had speakers from all over the world,
Thank you.
and it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Listening to your message and it was so interesting and so merciful that I just think you should calm down. Everyone is facing it like that, but there are many people like you, like I'm the one chatting. That is why I also jump into it. But this is how it goes, we all learn from each other. But sometimes we also need to be free or to be happy. When you are happy or when you are okay, before you look up to somebody. But when you leave yourself looking up to others, when they stand up and maybe when you got down, they don't care what you have done to them before or what you have did to them before. They, because human being we forget easily. That's how our nature is. It's easy for us to forget. When somebody done good to them, it's easy for a human being to forget. But when they did bad to them, they try to memorize it and do what? Keep it for the next level. So this is how it goes. Sometimes when you are to limit yourself like that, you need a advice, but not too much. Because when you have it too much, you don't know what to pick. But to my little knowledge that I've said this to one of my friends before, and I have you as a sister. I want to share it with you. You can pretend one day to seek their help. You are broke, and there is nothing for you to do than to come home, and you don't even have the plane ticket. Seek that plane ticket from them and see how it works. That is the place that you yourself you got the answer, whether to keep on doing it or stop it. No one is to tell you that one. You also need seek for their help once, but if all the time you are the one given, from there they have gotten their food. Every family have their food. Like me, I'm also a food to the family. Like you, have you seen it? Yeah. In their own thinking, because of the mercy that we have, they take it as advantage to call us fools. But that's not how it is. Because of the mercy and the love that you have for them, because you are out of them, because of them that you exist today. So you cannot forget about them. And you take it as granted or as an opportunity. So when you get it done, you also need to support. But you are not giving yourself to them. This is what I have. Don't give all yourself to them, because now I'm talking with you. You are pretending to be okay, but you are not okay. Like me. You are pretending to be okay. Stop smiling. I know you are beautiful, but forget about the beauty itself. You are not okay. Have you gotten it there? You are not
Yes.
okay because you are killed. Your spirit is down.
Mm.
You yourself, you feel pity about yourself because you are thinking, if I have not been doing this for the past 12 years or 10 years, I should have achieved this where it is. You can't point it. And tomorrow they are the same people who are to do what? Say, for the past 13 years or 14 years that you have been in Dubai or Qatar or whatever, what did you brought at home? Have you seen it?
Hmm.
So calm down. But this is what I want. Pretend, place yourself there, like I told you. Seek their help. Just don't be afraid. You need their help. You are broke. And they need how outsiders. Then you just want a visa to come and visit them. So when things come good or they need you get another visa, you go. But as now, you need their help for them to just help you to reach home. I gave you 1 month. The calls will go down. You call others, they will not pick. In that same family. Have you seen it? So them themselves, they will limit themselves. The pressure will reduce. Have you gotten it?
Yes, thank you so much.
All the time they are seeking from you. And now you are to pick one from them. And you see those who picked your call, those who reject your call, and there are those who blocked you. You get those who are going to block you. I'm telling you the facts.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
When there is a naming ceremony or marriage, they will inform you. Everything they will try to remember about you. But try to seek a help, a pity, a persuasion, $1 from them. And you see those who can stand that one. So that from there, you know those you are supposed to mingle with. You know those others, they do not have it, or they do not have, but they will try to stand with you to call you. Okay, right now, how is your motion? How things going on? They will be asked. They will call so that you know how to support or how to ban. That's how the issue is. Because
Okay.
even in the regions, they said you first
Mm. Thank you so much,
before
Mr.
others.
Bennett.
Even your daughter or your father, your mother, you first.
Mm.
Before anybody. Because before your mother will give birth to you, your mother was not fasting. She was eating before
Can
you could get
you can you take anyone
she could got the energy to give birth to you. So you yourself, you have to do what? Do something for yourself. It even a little, a little. There's no problem about that. But what I've just told you right now, try it and see the result. And you yourself, you will look after me. You will look for me and say, brother, this is why. No, no, no. You know, even friends, that's how we are. Hey, I love you. I'll do this. I can die for you. It's a term, political speech. Yeah. It's a political speech. I can die for you. Yeah, it's that one is a political talks. But in humanity, we get everything in politics. It's a political talk. They will say they can die for you unless you need paracetamol or taramycin from their pocket. That's the place that you know that they cannot do what? Go coma for you.
Martha, before you
If
leave,
it's going to come out
I
from
had
their
something
pocket,
for
they cannot even go
Bathonia.
coma for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I had something for Bathonia. She
Let me
she she
follow
spoke
you.
well, and that is a good mindset. But for quite specific, what's her name? Bathonia. There is nothing wrong with being selfish. Actually, Martha, this is my definition of selfish. Selfish to me is not something negative. I don't care what is the dictionary version of it. This is what I think people should do. I believe that each and every person should be selfish in this kind of way. Guys, we need to love ourselves. You know, I sit down and I think, Martha, when was the last time you loved yourself? When do we usually get time to love ourselves? When do you sit on your bed and appreciate yourself? When do you ever get out of your house and go to a nice dinner place or a KFC or something at the beach and you take yourself out? When do you spend money on your own self? You know, we spend all this time to impress other people in this fake love, this fake pretense. These are the same people when you pass away, they'll come and snatch your property from your kids. Instead of spending time loving yourself, take yourself out. I mean, Bathonia, there's nothing wrong. We need to love ourselves. Eat your money because you break your back to earn it. The people back home, see, if I don't really need a woman to love me before I love myself. If there's to be any lady that will love me, she will find me loving myself. I love myself more than any woman would love me, more than my mother would love me. I care about myself so much more than any other person would care about me. I put myself first. Because at the end of the day, I hold myself accountable. Do you know that these are the same people on the sideline keeping accountability of your expenses and your life? Do you know that when you fail with your family and your children, these are the same people who laugh at you? These are the same people that do not wish your children well. So since we know all these things are true, me, what I believe is we need to be selfish. Trust me, Martha, I am selfish for me. I love myself so much. Before I give you a dime of my money, I have already spent a piece of it. Before I think of buying you dinner or sending you a pair of shoes or suit or contribute for your wedding, trust me, I have already contributed on myself. I am the most valuable person for me. I love myself for me. I don't really need you to pray for me. I will pray for me. I don't really need you to bless me. I will bless me. I don't really need you to even send me a good morning. I will good morning myself because it is me at the end of the day. I will still love you, you know. You're still my parent, you're still my mother, you're my cousin, you're my old friend. We went to school together, you're my friend. There's no problem. My love has not gone away. But I have a higher percentage to love me before I get to love you. So, Bethania, there's nothing wrong with being selfish if you're loving yourself. It's only a hater who will translate self love and call it selfishness. If the money you're getting, you don't have anything left for them, let them call you selfish all they like, but love you. At the end of the day, it is you that is accountable for yourself.
Thank you so much, Mr. Think with me.
And listen, this one, we are misconcepting each other on this one. That one is not a selfish. We call it selfish. It's a self-defense.
Wow.
It's not a selfish. When it's, yeah, it's a self-defense. It's not a selfish. No, 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 no. When we said something is, or somebody is selfish, that's not what we mean, or we don't put it in this way. Because when we said you are selfish, maybe you yourself that you are against yourself.
Mm,
Have you seen it?
mm.
And this is to defend yourself. So it's self-defense. You are defending yourself. Selfish is rather than what you don't have and you are trying to provide it for others. You are selfish to yourself.
Wow.
Have you seen it? Because at the time that you get it, you give it to somebody. You are selfish in yourself. You don't have it. Now that you were to achieve it, immediately that it enters, you give to others. You are
Thank
selfish to
you
yourself.
so much.
And when
Thank
you are selfish to somebody, it's self-defense. That one you are defending your territory. Uh-huh. So this is not a selfish, it's rather than a self-defense.
thank
You
you,
are
Mr.
defending
Think.
yourself
And I want to
because,
say a big thanks to all the
oh, you are welcome.
speakers today.
That's how it
To
is. We
the
learn.
name of our guests, I appreciate
I just,
I appreciate
when I say we are learning from each other,
yeah.
you these people don't understand. Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you
No
so
problem.
much, Mr. Don One. Wow,
I'm
you
listening. You
have
talk.
been amazing, and I want to say good night and see you guys on Friday. For those who are new, we are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time and 4 p.m. Cameroon time. And for those who are doubting our discussion, every day we have the same topic. We discussed life for Africans in the diaspora. It could be anything. It depends on how the Spirit leads us. Yes. Good night
Yeah,
to you
yeah.
all and see you guys on Friday.
That's
The
nice.
day after
That's
tomorrow.
nice.
Tomorrow is Thursday, so
Thank
just
you.
after
You
one day
are
we are
welcome.
coming back. Good night, guys.